can't do it now.
Right, I'm gonna go grab a beer.
We're fucking live, bro.
We're live. Everyone's
Fucking
watching.
All right. Fergus, can you hear me?
Yes.
Andy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, Jake's out on a beer break. Can you guys see a little screen here?
See your ass right now, yeah.
Oh, yeah, shit. Oh, yeah. Just a second. That's what we do that for.
All right.
I'm out here searching for
That sounded kind of weird.
Everybody's got headphones in?
Yep.
Just a second. It's me now that's the boy.
That boy?
Hey, you're not supposed to talk.
Okay, I'm covering up my screen.
You guys hear me? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm getting feedback. Oh, it's because Ashley now.
Wait. I have to get my dice. Are we still on the beer break?
Turn off your speaker.
Dude, I just got back from the beer break. It's too
All right,
late.
I gotta grab my dice. Hold on.
Jake, have you played Mario Odyssey yet?
Dude, I bought it. I've beat the main campaign already.
What?
No.
Without me?
Yeah.
Jake.
Dude,
Hey.
I'm sorry, man.
I want to play that game so
Shit.
bad.
Can you guys hear me?
Dude, it's really good. It's really good.
Is it?
Dudes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get things going then here.
Fergus is
Fergus
gone.
is gone.
Fergus is still gone?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice. Okay. All right. The story opens on Evermore Keep, where behind the walls, with smoke trailing overhead, our heroes are recovering from a brutal assault by what they can only call the Mudmen. Strange primitive men who emerged from the woods near Evermore Keep, emerged from the bogs, and began to assail them. In our last session, we saw Tyrus Grady, the High Solicitor, and Sir Robert the Builder lead the defense of Evermore Keep against these strange mutant subhumans that came from the swamps in waves. And the last we...
Yeah.
And started to ram it into the gate, only to be caught in a trap of lamp oil that Sir Robert had orchestrated. They burnt up in a big pile along with an already dead horse. And while they did burn up in the process, they did manage to break the bar that held the gate fast. But our heroes had thought to bolster the gate with a wagon and some wedges under the wheels, so things are still secure for now, but the gate is broken and essentially the fort has been breached. So repair should probably be a prerogative, and the materials and the know-how are certainly at hand for Robert and his crew of builders. And you guys will remember, I guess only Andy will remember, this character who was getting reprimanded by Tyrus Grady at the beginning of last session, James.
Oh, James, my boy. Yeah, that's James.
James Fletch, who is being played now by Jake, is this an honest man, but a gambler and a bit of a drunk, and
sounds like a piece of
shot
shit.
with a bow. And by the declarations of his foreman, kind of a piece of shit. But anyway,
Ouch.
pretty harsh words. But
I'm not a piece of shit.
So,
Someone popping pills back there?
hold on. Someone is.
Popping brews over here.
Sound like you're
All right.
I'm a drunk.
So, the scene resumes, and shit's gotten wild. The Mudmen retreated back into the woods after the fire consumed a group of them. Jake, I don't know if you want to give any insights into your character at this moment, that would be cool. If you have any ideas or anything.
I think there was something about training in the
Jake,
woods after
do you have
the family
any
died. I
questions
don't know.
about what happened last time, Jake?
It sounds like Mudmen attacked or something.
Found a cannon.
I don't know.
Did you mention the cannon?
In one of the crates that you've opened like one crate so far, but there were some crates that had some ammunition and some rounds for these kind of light cannons, these big arquebussy guns, and you guys kind of mounted one up here on the parapet, and you were using it as part of your defense. My cam went out? My cam goes?
Yeah.
Now is it back on?
No. Maybe.
Well, here, check this out. Oh shit! What the fuck?
It's dark now.
I don't know what's going on here, but I gotta. Okay, there we go. Now you guys are seeing that, right? Chickadee, chickadee, chickadee.
Yeah.
Yup.
Ooh.
Where's Fergus?
I don't know.
Dude, he's been looking for his dice for a while.
Oh, that's right. Should we call the cops or something? Is he all right? I'm just seeing kind of a blank background in his. Where is he?
He's dead to me. All right, so all the men are pretty shaken up after this last skirmish. It's getting, maybe the first little fingerlings of morning light are starting to kind of creep their way across the horizon and across the Evermore bogs. You've got a broken gate, and you've got Jake, the last thing I should mention is that there's this powerful artifact that was uncovered at the dig site. It's this god damn it, it's this gem, and anyone standing near it is going to heal 1d4 points of damage per round.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's the
Do I have hit points?
Yes, you do have hit points, and I guess I'm gonna have you guys track your own hit points here. Jake will give you 15 hit points.
Okay.
And Andy, I believe you've got 17 max.
Yep, 17. I didn't lose any last time, so.
Okay. And yeah. Well,
we fucked those Mudmen up.
Yeah, there are so if you look out past the parapet, there are just piles of dead bodies here in front of the gate that are kind of burnt to a crisp, and there's horse bones mixing with mudwind bones, like a lot of really nasty smells going on, and just kind of a smoldering there in front of the gate. So you guys, I kind of want to wait for Fergus, but what the hell is he doing? Well, anyways, I'm not waiting for him. So you all see this scene spread out before you, and you take a moment to catch your breath. And Jake, we're using a tension dice, or like a kind of a as a story device here. So in 4 rounds, something significant is going to happen. There's kind of a dread. There's this supernatural sense of urgency. So.
Okay.
Sir Robert, it is your turn. What are you going to do to defend this fort?
Well, men. It's my turn. We held them off.
Holy shit, nasty buggers.
Good job, men.
Did you see it?
We killed them off, but They will be back. We must reinforce the wall, fix the gate, and lay a new trap.
You've got 2 men there on the cart,
Okay.
and you've got 4 men on this parapet.
Okay.
You've also got your guy here, James Fletch here.
You men on the cart, bring the ammo up to the cannon.
All right, so responding to your commands, I mean, there's the parapets are loaded up right now. There's like a maximum number of people occupying them.
Yeah.
So I'm automatically turning off my camera.
And bring me more pretzels, men. I'm hungry.
Okay. So those guys are up. And any other action you're going to take this turn? There's still because basically Tyrus, Grady, and his henchmen, they're on the other parapet over here.
Yeah.
And you've got some of your men. 2 of them are kind of clustered behind this little rock outcropping, and the 2 archers there. And then there's 2 guys that are kind of manning the gun.
Your close-up camera isn't giving me any.
I know it keeps on turning off. I don't know why. Maybe it's like kind of overloading things here.
I mean, I'm just going off the overall view, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if it comes to it, that's just.
Well, what I want to do is load the cannon and fix that gate. Are like the 2 top priorities.
Sorry, say that again.
Load the cannon, or not load the cannon, but there was more ammo on the cart, and I wanted to bring all it up to the cannon. Oh, actually, how many shots do I have by the cannon again? You know.
There are 16 shots left, so there's probably 6 up by the cannon. You probably fired 4 out of the 1 crate. There were 10 shots in each crate.
Quite a bit. I think I should devote all my men this round to fixing that gate.
Okay. So you've got 2 guys up on the cart there. They're free. You 2 are free. If you guys grab the supplies and you go there, it'd probably take you and your 2 men, let's say 2 rounds to repair this gate, get it back in place.
Dude,
and there's
absolutely
a stack of lumber across the way here.
Is that in the fortress or outside of it?
Yeah, over here behind Tyrus and his dudes.
I see. Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
And one of the crates he opened up has nails and some little metal bars and some of those other supplies.
That's very convenient.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's kind of your whole deal. You're the builder,
so
you came prepared for that.
That makes sense.
So
there he is,
Fletch. It's your turn, and you know that despite the fact that you sometimes you dip in the bottle a bit, you know that these crates have got supplies, and that some of the crates, along with 2 of the original sort of cadre of, were lost in the woods on the cart before it came back to the fort. There was 3 deliver a message via, they were meeting a boat on the shore on the other side of Evermore Bog. This cart was attacked by the Mudmen. It was the first instance of seeing them, and only 1 scout, messenger made it. One of his horses died right in front of the gate, and another of his horses forward. If you I think this camera's still working at the moment. So, anyhow. What is your prerogative, Mr. Fletch?
I didn't hear a lot of what you just said. I don't know. It's hard to hear, but I will help repair the gate, I think.
Yeah, can you speed up that process?
I'm assuming I'm inside, and I am working for Sir Robert, correct?
That's right, I am your boss.
So
I am your boss, Mr. Fletcher.
Yes, sir.
Consider me Kevin Spacey, and you're just a average stagehand. That's all right. I don't know what that meant.
Don't show me your dick.
Can I touch your thigh, James, please? So where are you going? Where'd you go?
Yeah, I'm gonna help repair the gate. I don't know what the other details were. Something about a horse and.
Oh yeah, there's a dead. Oh no, there's not a dead horse. There's a live horse in the fort. Bunch of piles of dead bodies, mudmen bodies. We got a cannon with a lot of shots. Other than that,
yeah,
I feel like there's not.
yeah. I think I'm just gonna help repair the two place. Now I have no cameras.
Yeah.
So how's it going?
Did Woody disconnect?
He
I
must
think
have.
he rage quit.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
know. We didn't do what he wanted us to do, I guess.
Damn it! I thought I knew where my bag of dice was, but then I went to go retrieve that bag of dice, and it wasn't there. So
Do you have dice or not?
I have no dice now.
Hold on, I just got a text message from Woody. Hey guys. Actually, it was hey goose.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
hate
Goose.
this. Temp Kerpapt.
Kerpapped. I'm not sure what kerpapped means, but it can't be good.
Dude, you never had your internet kerpap on you? Sucks.
Nah. Dude, are we still live? Who's controlling this recording?
Google.
Is it just the NSA now or what?
This is going straight to Donald Trump's whatever. Fucking.
Dude, Woody joined our video call.
Now there's 3 Woodies in this video call.
There are 3 Woodies now.
I always think that's a painting. It's kind of like painting. Like, there's 3 of them.
Oh god, there's 4 Woodies now.
Oh fuck.
Damn it.
So is this working better or worse than last time?
Worse.
Okay.
There were no real issues last time. It's just me, Woody, and Jeff.
He said his internet has temp capapped.
Just now getting that, huh?
Yeah, I just now got that.
Is your internet a little bit?
Maybe my internet's a little capapped.
Does our previous conversation make more sense?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, almost.
Oh, gone.
Damn it.
He really needs to upgrade from dial-up. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, I got something.
There's a close-up camera.
Oh, nice. It's there.
What's going on in the background?
pretty-
Someone...
I'm pretty fucking pissed that I can't find my dice. That really is messed up.
Dude, I bet someone stole them.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a dice app for like your phone?
Oh, yeah.
Probably
I'll do something like that.
Cool.
Did we just lose Woody again?
Yes. Yes, we did.
All right. There's only one of them now.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, really.
Nice.
Dude, I just hope I get to use some of these tiny D6s that I got.
All right, I loaded up online dice roller.
I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, across the ocean for a heart of gold. Can you play Harvest Moon, Fergus?
I used to be able to.
That's a tougher one. I like it. Though. It's a good song.
Ah,
Someday.
Oh my god, what was that?
Okay,
what is going on?
I'm back.
Hello?
Are
Let
you
me look
fucking
up
feeling
my-
me?
Nice.
You guys hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Come a little bit closer.
Okay. How's
Did anyone
everything
else
running
bring
now?
Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
We all here?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. All right, all right. So if anything like this happens again, I'm just going to go solo cam, freehand, and that's how we'll handle it. Until
Cool,
then,
cool.
I'm gonna try to maintain what I was doing here. Okay, so Fletch, it's your turn. What you gonna do?
Yeah, so I'm gonna follow Sir Robert and help repair this gate.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys ditch over here, and you grabbing some lumber from this little lumber stack, and you're piling up some tools and some, pins and big old medieval nails and stuff like that. Tyrus Grady, he's not going to be forgotten, and he's not going to, duck down from his responsibilities here. And you hear him, he's like, calls to his acolyte, he says, quick, down there, let's reinforce the gate, help those men, lift that board, grab that nail, etc. And so his guys come down there and they start helping you out, and you guys get a little fireman's chain. You're passing supplies to the guys on the cart there, and you start repairing things. And Tyrus, he goes down there, and he's kind of supporting things from the other side out on this gate. He's got two of his guys with him. Or no, they're in that little fireman's chain. Okay. Robert, it's your turn, and I'm assuming you're going to continue to do your repair work.
Yes, it's you said 2 rounds, correct?
Yeah, we'll give you 2 rounds and then a third round to just kind of cinch everything in place. I think that
Yes.
my original estimate was not really right on.
Do we have any like watchers on the wall, making sure that no mudmen or?
You've got a full platoon here of guys on your other parapet, and there's 2 archers and there's the 2 guys that are manning that arquebus.
Okay. We will continue to. Well, doesn't.
And you, Andy or Sir Robert, you remember that you got your commander's horn, and you've got a list of commands that you can blow, corresponding to your charge. And you do see that. Well, anyways, never mind. All right. Anything else you're gonna do with your turn, Robert?
What do I see?
Well, you see all's clear for the moment. The sun is rising, and there is still this sense of foreboding, and you do feel the urgency of getting things picked up and fortified again should the mudmen return.
Okay. Then I'll tell my men to hurry up.
Hurry the fuck up. Okay. So they're getting to work. They're really sweating. They're going, and they're using all their skills. They're tic-tacking. They're doing this and that, and they continue to build things. And Fletch, are you just going to continue helping out in that?
Sir.
All right. So you hear a cry from up on the parapet, And it's like one of the men up there says, "Look, quick! Tyrus is in trouble." And you're kind of out behind there. You see through the gate that there's a kerfuffle going on through the gate where Tyrus is standing. And unbeknownst to you, there were a couple of mudmen in hiding here. And they've popped out, and they're now manhandling Tyrus on the other side of the gate.
Tyrus! Oh! Bah! On the other, so is the gate fixed now then? If he's on the other side of the gate,
He was on the other side of the gate, you know, holding the ribbon, so to speak, so that you guys could tie it. And
cool.
From the shadows, maybe not all the mudmen quite burned up all the way. They two of them have started snagging him, and they're kind of got him pinned.
Okay.
And they start to drag him backwards off into the woods here. And one of them clubs him on the head, donk, and Tyrus goes limp. And they throw him over the shoulder, and they start making a jet. The guys on the parapet, they send a few arrows their way, but they kind of whiz into the darkness, and before long, these guys, before you even hardly have a chance to be railroaded otherwise, they disappear into the woods with the High Solicitor.
Dude, fuck.
Shit.
We didn't even have any time to fight those guys.
That's true. Achoo, 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 achoo. Shit, where's that coming from? Sure, we got the headphones in.
Stop talking.
Okay.
Hey, sorry. What's the name of my character?
Well, you haven't been introduced yet.
Okay. All
Hey,
right.
sorry, I don't want to make this about me, but what the fuck?
Hey guys. Okay. That's all right. As long as I wasn't like missing out on shit, my characters.
All right, so you have a decision to make now, Sir Robert.
Oh shit.
You can feel that this move to steal Tyrus away felt kind of premeditated. It feels like it may be part of whatever impending, doom you're kind of anticipating. And you have the choice whether to, go ahead and pin up the fortifications or to, kind of abandon your progress and run off after Tyrus. And, for the sake of the narrative, I'm going to be pretty, transparent, saying that, your gut tells you shore up the fortifications, we'll go back after Tyrus, Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I am a seasoned military commander, so I know a trap when I see one. So we will continue to fortify the defense. Tyrus's widow will be notified in due time.
Okay. And
of his untimely modification.
So it is now your turn, Robert and Fletch. I'm going to give you kind of a continuous turn here, as it's you guys managed to fix the gate. You fix the bar that is broken, and you close it up, and you now have your spare men. You have the 4 that are on the parapet, and then you have this unoccupied parapet on the other side. You hear low drums in the distance out in the forest. What's your prerogative?
What happened to my other guys? Was that other parapet always empty?
No, that was previously manned by Tyrus and his 2 acolytes, and now it's unmanned.
Do I have any control over Tyrus's acolytes?
Yeah, they default to your command.
Get up on that parapet. God damn it.
Cheddar. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
All right. Can you get through anything?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So the 2 archers, they zip back up on the parapet, and they're standing in place. They've got their rolling cover, fixed in place there. Does one of you want to join them on the parapet to give you a view of what's going on out there?
I can take this side.
Was that a yes from you, Jake?
Fine. Yeah. I'll take this side with Tyrus's men.
Okay. So with Tyrus out of the picture, the kind of the chief archer here steps up, and Fletch kind of assumes command of this little troop of dudes, these two acolytes. And so, Robert, where are you going to be when the drums as the drums near?
So we got Jake on the right parapet, or James.
Yeah, that's correct. James, yeah, Fletch.
Is there any room left on the left parapet, or is it just all full?
It is inundated. In fact, the two archers that are there do not have room to really fire across the field. They're kind of the large arquebus and the crate that holds the ammunition. And the two guys, they're kind of hogging the prime real estate for.
You said
for firing over the
inundated. Are they like inhibited at all, or are they're good to fight?
They're at full health and everything, but they just don't have a good vantage point on the parapet. They're kind of behind this. Excuse me, I'll try to give you a view. They're behind this rocky outcropping.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So they can they have a line of sight on some of the battlefield, but they don't have the clear line of sight that the arquebus, the guys on the cannon have.
Then we'll keep them there, and I will join James on the
other
parapet.
So you move up and you kind of settle in there alongside Fletch.
I'll give him a light touch on the back.
You give him a little pat on the back, and perhaps it's slightly in consolation for what a hard time you gave him for kind of dropping the ball earlier. And Fletch, I'll say as an added detail you don't know from last time. Kind of this whole narrative opened up with you and another guardsman playing cards, and you had failed to mention to the High Solicitor that you found this little clay token out on the edge of Evermore Bog, and it's this kind of strange, crude totem for some kind of primordial god or something. It's this weird little crude figure, and that was the kind of precursor to the Mudman showing up on the scene. And you've still got it, kind of at hand, and you look at it, and you kind of sends a little shiver down your spine. With that, you both, from your position up on the parapet, you see movement in the distance. And from the line of trees, there breaks a form. Shit, where is it? Hold the phone. Okay, here we go. And you see a large form, looks to be one of these hulking, bigger mudmen pull out into the clearing. You guys both make a wisdom-based roll, a perception check.
11.
It's a D20, right?
Yeah.
5. Damn. Shit.
And then add your wisdom bonus if you haven't done that.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Okay. So you see this form in the clearing. And intro Aelig Duart. So Fergus, have I got you there?
Mm-hmm.
Aelig.
Yeah.
So this is out of game, but this is knowledge for Fergus. Aelig Duart, guy with a club. He's from the Highlands back home. He's nearly as barbaric as the Mudmen. Hairy, large brow. He was knocked unconscious, but broke his bonds once awake in captivity of the Mudmen. He managed to escape and grab his club and head back to Evermore Keep, but the Mudmen are tight on his heels. So what I did for these other two guys, Fergus, is I just had them write out a stat block that was appropriate for their character. So you're basically a brute, but fun-loving, and maybe not particularly bright, but I'll leave that up to you. And so what I told them is to write out the stat block. Don't bother with the derivative math. So just write out +2 intelligence or -1 dexterity or whatever you think is appropriate. I'd say, obviously this is a strength and con kind of a character if I was going to spell them out.
Okay. So I have to go intelligence, charisma, dexterity, constitution. Am I missing anything? Wisdom.
And did you say wisdom? And yeah, there's 6 stats, 3 kind of mental stats and 3 physical stats.
Oh, I am missing one. Intelligence, dexterity, charisma, constitution, wisdom.
All right, strength?
Oh yeah, strength.
Oh, yeah, strength.
Oh yes, strength.
Okay, and so your two abilities here, somebody you can hold a grapple one-handed automatically with your size or smaller creatures.
Okay.
So you can basically hold a grapple one-handed, and then you can throw anything.
Anything.
And
Holy shit.
That's all I'm going to say for that whole thing. Alig, you have just, you were riding in the wagon that was carrying this message. You got clonked over the head and pulled out by the neck by mudmen, and that's kind of the last thing you remember before you woke up on the, on the borders of a campfire where some kind of strange primitive ritual was being performed. You managed to chew through your bonds and strangle a few mudmen as you grabbed your trusty bash and stick, and you escaped. Here, let me get a little close up because good miniature work on this guy. Yeah, you've got like a one gauntleted hand and this big old club of yours.
Nice.
Hey, baby.
Find muscles.
Yeah.
So you are now
Fine.
like running out of the woods. You're injured, and you got mudmen on your tail.
Okay.
And I give you a turn. Your action.
All right.
Alec, do it.
I'm gonna call out to people on the wall. Don't
Go ahead.
shoot! Don't shoot!
It's a trap. Don't shoot him. He's lying. Shoot him.
What's your move? You got a free action to call out. What are you gonna do? You're on the edge of the woods there.
I'm gonna move towards the wall and continue to call towards the civilized folk, what I perceive as civilized folk, because they've got a wall.
You're moving as fast as you can. You've got a good head start on the mudman, but you've got one sprained leg, and your movement is somewhat inhibited. So you're moving there, and as you move, the mudmen burst out from the woods, and they've caught up with you. Hate to say so. There's two big brutes coming right behind you. And one of them is going to throw a spear at your back. So, Fergus, we're giving you 20 hit points.
Okay.
Woo! Quite a bit.
Did you guys have armor classes before?
No.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Well, why don't you write down 10 plus your dexterity modifier for now, and then when this combat kind of moves on, we'll give everybody an armor class here, kind of based on their equipment. I'll think about it for a second. Or, give yourself an armor class. Just make it reasonable, I guess. But Fergus, we're going to say that
I guess I got a 13 armor class. I gave myself a +3 and.
Okay. We'll say that you've got a little bit of hide armor for another, say, 2 points of armor here. So you'll have a 15 armor class.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got kind of a banded, tabard, tartan, thing, whatever.
Yeah.
So these guys close in behind you. They're coming behind you, and they throw a spear at you. And critical failure. This guy throws a spear and comes flying forward, and right next to you, impales himself on his own spear, goes down.
What a dumbass.
And he's like, ooh, he's fumbling. He's like holding his guts as they're spilling out. He's going, oh, he's speaking in whatever kind of mudman, dirt language they speak in. And Alec, I give you one free action.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna just keep sprinting towards the wall.
Okay. Alec moves towards the wall. He shoves this mudman's head in the dirt with his foot as he goes by, ending his life quickly. And he limps along, struggling as best he can against his bad foot. He moves past this small pile of stones, and the mudmen are close on his heels. And with that, we give an action to Sir Robert.
Men, ready the cannon.
Okay. With a toot from Sir Robert's horn, the men fire off their arquebus gun. And and they can't see quite in the crepuscular morning light, so they're going to fire at disadvantage. But they fire off in the general direction of this group of what we don't even know really what they think it is.
We think they're all mudmen, probably.
Okay, boom! The shot fires into the dark, and it goes wide even of the mudmen. They don't even exactly know where they're firing at. Guys are new hands at this thing. They don't get a good hit. So Robert, you've got a personal action here beyond the action of those in your employ there.
Okay, a personal action. Do I see Fergus at whatsoever? Do I know that he's a human being? Do I hear him?
Roll another perception check. That'll be your second action here.
What dice do I roll for that?
D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Gotcha. Shit. 7.
7. Okay. You see a form in the darkness, and you know that you heard Alec, a familiar kind of colorful character. You thought he was lost when the messenger came back without him, but it appears that he's escaped. You hear him, but you don't know which one is him. So you can fire, but you're not sure who you're going to hit.
You better
shoot,
boy. All right, you got an action? Anything else?
Not really, honestly. We can't do much, but we just got to wait for Fergus.
What's your move, Fletch?
Can I roll a perception also to see if I can
Roll perception.
see what's going on? Or okay.
Yeah.
I failed.
Likewise, you know that that Alec's out there, but you don't know which one is him from the distance that you're standing and from the poor morning light. You know that he's in there and he's probably in grave danger. That's what you know. So any other immediate action? Otherwise, I'm going to move on.
I'm just gonna hold your fire until you know who's out there. That one of those might be
Damn it.
us.
There must be mudmen.
Right on. So back to Alec. He's there. He's traipsing through the mud, and the mudmen catch up with him, and they surround him. And a few more pour out of the wilderness here, and they start swinging.
Oh God.
He's surrounded, and so Alec, these mudmen, the two big ones, they're going to roll with a +2. The other guys are just going to get straight rolls, and they're all going to take an attack on you against a 15. And anyways, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 2 of them miss.
Bring it on.
2 more miss. So all the miss except for Big Boy Brown here. He comes in natural critical on you. I'm gonna roll again.
Natural critical.
So it's not an instant kill or anything, but he critically hits you for 6 points of damage, and he knocks you backwards.
Hey, I've got 20 HP, right? So, all right.
Yeah.
Got it.
We'll say that you're wounded though, so 20 at max HP, but for the purpose congruous with the narrative, we'll say that you're down to like 12 HP. So he hits you, and you're hurting bad. 6
HP. All right.
The overall camera's gone.
Another hit like that, and you're going to be on the ground.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, guys. Let me fix that. I think maybe my battery might have died in the.
It was all yellow for a second. Now it's me.
All right, good. Continue. I'll get this set back up. So, Alec, it is now your turn.
One mud boy dead. 5 to go. I'm gonna take my little club thing and I'm gonna swing it at the guy who just fucking cleaved my
Clean your clock there.
Cleaned my clock. Yeah. I'm gonna take a full-on swing, just try and get an uppercut right in his face.
Nice.
Okay, and I just advise you,
I'm not looking for advisement here. I'm looking to uppercuts.
All right, fine. You're swinging your thing.
I'm in a rage here.
All right. So go ahead and roll D20.
All right.
Attack, and you can add your strength.
A 23. I rolled a natural 20.
You rolled a natural 20?
Yeah.
All right. Roll again to confirm critical.
15.
15. Okay, so you swing, and with a devastating critical hit, this big mudman, his head flies backwards, and his throat bursts open, and you can see just hot blood just like squirt outwards. Okay, and I gotta get my EOS thing going on.
That works.
Play moves to these little mudmen actually. Just a second, I gotta reconnect my camera here. That was such a devastating hit, Sir Robert. We're gonna say that you've also got a cleave-like ability, and as you swing, you find yourself in the perfect posture for a downswing. A-leg, I mean, if I said so.
All right, yeah, nice.
I'm really far away from that.
I got a not a natural 20, but with my strength modifier, I get a 20.
Okay, so with your strength modifier 20, so with your hands outstretched in the air, you swing to your left and you smack this mudman right near you. Go ahead and roll your damage. We'll say that your big club there is a D12. If you got a D12 handy, roll that for your damage.
All right. 8.
8. Okay. And just a second, can you guys see that live camera that I just put up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you swing and boom, you crush that guy in his sternum. He crumples over and with a guttural final breath, he falls down. And as he falls, another mudman steps around to take his place.
Oh shit.
And these 4 are going to take attacks on you. That's 2 misses and 1 hit. This guy hits you for 2 points of damage there.
All right.
And as you take a glancing blow, you hear drums from the woods, and several more mudmen pile out.
Oh, Lordy.
And make a perception check, Ailey, before we move on past your turn here.
All right. What's the modifier for that?
Whatever your wisdom score is.
Okay. I get a 5.
Okay.
See shit.
Sorry. Okay, a 5. Okay. On to Sir Robert's turn.
Men, open the.
Sir Robert, make a perception check. Excuse me. Pardon my.
Nice. 21.
21. Sir Robert, from your peripheries, you feel a tickle and it twitches your mustache.
James, is that you?
You see that from the woods on either side of the battlefield here, mudmen are starting to pile in.
Fucking.
Not just from the back there. And a couple of them are wielding large rocks. And one of them with a big rock, a real ugly motherfucker, he throws a rock up at you.
Son of a bitch.
And what's your armor class there, sir?
7. You said it
7?
was dexterity, or no, 10 plus dexterity?
Yeah, what's your dexterity modifier?
-3.
-3? Okay, well, we're going to say you got +4 armor. So what's your modified armor class there?
+4?
Yeah, we'll see you got some like +4, some like decent, chainmail armor there. Some looks
So
like you got plate mail. So go for a 10 plus your 4. So I think you got 11 armor classes, the way that rolls out.
Okay. Yeah.
But this guy, he's rolling at disadvantage because he's throwing a rock up. You're behind cover and you're up on the parapet. He still manages to hit you
Cocksucker.
for 6 damage. He really clocks your clock. He hits you right in the square in the middle of your helmet. Boing! With a
Motherfucker.
big rock.
Okay.
You resume your turn, though. It's your turn.
Aim the cannon at that motherfucker and fire.
All right, these guys are across the parapet. Let's make a charisma roll to see if they can really hear that complex command across the way in the din of battle. Charisma roll.
12.
All right, they hear you and they say, "Yes, sir!" You can hear them over the sounds of all these, all the shit that's going on. And they're going to fire off towards they're still kind of trained on this group over here with Alig, so they're going to fire on some of the guys that are right near Alig. And we're going to give them one hit, and let's see, that's one hit, and rolling 2d6 for the damage. Another big blast goes off in the night. I think we're down to 14 charges on the arquebus.
Okay.
So the thing fires off. It hits this nearest guy, and kind of, he's down. Boom.
Sick.
So Robert, excuse me,
no other actions?
Fletch.
Yeah.
Fletch, it's your turn.
Yeah. So you said there were some enemies. I was in the zoomed in one. Where are the enemies on the field that I see? Or should I make a perception roll or something?
They're right down there. You can plainly see these guys under this big tree.
Okay. Like right in front of me.
They're under the parapet for me. Yeah.
All right.
But make a perception check. I'll give you another perception check to spot Alig in this group that's down there.
I got a 10.
A 10, okay. As the sun rises, it becomes more plain out there that Alig is there. You can see his pale skin surrounded by these kind of bluish-green, mud-covered primitives. He is there, and he is hurt. He looks like he's in trouble.
All right. But I know which one is him.
Yes.
All right. Can I yell out to the people that are next to me and that's one of our men. That's Alig. We must protect him.
All right. I'm going to give you a charisma roll to direct those guys in such a way as they, know where he is. It's just going to be a charisma roll.
All right. 16.
16. All right. They see what you're talking about, and they're waiting for your command. Their reaction for the for that.
And then I'm gonna fire on one of the men around Alig.
Okay.
Yeah, and you gave me the feat that I have 2 shots with a single attack. Can I try to fire off 2 then?
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
So you fire off 2 shots. You're going to have, it's so far away. Since you have the high ground, you would have advantage, but you're so far away that you're just going to have a straight roll. And you're rolling against a 12 on these guys. So go ahead and roll 2 shots to hit for a 12.
All right. The first one misses, and the second one hits.
Okay. Roll your damage. It'll be D6 plus your whatever your relevant modifier is. If you want it to be strength or dexterity, I don't care.
Okay.
Whichever one's better.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. So the one that you shoot that hits downs the guy right near Alig there, and I'm gonna let your 2 guys fire as well. Same deal. They're not gonna have any advantage, disadvantage, just straight rolls, no bonuses. Rolling against the 12. One guy smacks the guy right near Alig. He rolls full damage, and boom. So now there's no one immediately surrounding Alig, but he's still kind of in a throng of enemies. Alig, it's your turn.
Ron.
Right. I want to make just a full move sprint towards the I guess where Fletch is on the wall.
Okay. So you move across this little gravelly road, and you move past the still smoldering corpses of beast and horse, and you see another little group of you're met with the unwelcome sight of another little group of mudmen over there.
Uh-huh.
And one turns with a big dirt cloddy rock in his hand, and he flips it at you as he sees you. I'm going to give him disadvantage. You kind of sprung on him, so he's rolling 2d20s, the lesser roll he takes against you. Does a 15 hit you?
What is it, me to beat it? Or?
Yeah, we'll play me to beat it. It's simpler. So yeah, it's going to hit you.
Okay.
It's going to hit you for 6 damage.
Okay, I'm done. I'm -2 now.
Okay, so this thing clocks Alig right in the face, and he goes down, sprawled over the log here. Boom.
Holy shit.
Boom.
And
you see mudmen rushing in.
Wyatt style.
As this happens and as he sees him go down, you hear the thundering fire of the arquebus, and these guys with a natural 20, they smash this guy. The guy that just threw the rocket A-Lick and blow his brains out on this little hill over here. He's temporarily, well, he's down and he is hurting. He needs extraction. What's the move, Sir Robert?
Open the gate. The two on the cart need to go out there and grab Alig.
All right, what's your method to let them know? They're a little bit away from you. You're just going to shout?
I can only shout at them. I don't have any specific horn blows.
Right, okay. Just make a charisma check against a fail in this instance, again, because it's a little bit of a distance. And
oh, shit. 8.
All right, so you shout at them, and, you know, they get the message. They pull up the bar. They open, and the gates swing open, and these two guys emerge out there, and they're on their way to grab Alig. As they step out from the gate, spears fly, stones fly, and with these guys, they duck, they dodge, and now it is Fletch's turn. Jake, you there?
I'm gonna provide some cover and shoot some of the people nearest to Alig.
Okay.
And with my feet, do I just do that every time or what? Like,
as far as like shooting 2 arrows per turn?
Yeah,
not so much your feet, just that like you get 2 attacks basically, which is, you know, one of your unique things.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna try to provide cover for these guys that just came out and for around the downed Alig, and I'm gonna try to fire 2 shots at the nearest mudman.
All right. So is that
so the first one was 20 with the modifier, and the second one was an 18 with the modifier.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. Go ahead and roll your d6 plus whatever your modifier is.
7 and 5.
Okay, one guy's down. The guy he had a rock held overhead, ready to throw it and smash Alig's head. He gets an arrow through the throat. He's down. Another guy gets an arrow through the back and out his front, and he's kind of slumped over, barely standing, but as he kind of inches towards Alig. And you see these mudmen continue to press forward here. They start to surround Alig once more, and they're kind of moving in on the 2 guys that are out there on their way to grab Alig. Alig, let's give you a constitution-based roll to not continue to lose more HP as you're bleeding from the mouth and spitting out teeth.
I got a 9.
You got a 9?
Yeah, 9.
Oh, okay. So we're going to have you lose another point of damage. You're down to -3.
All right.
And mudmen, through the kind of reddened haze of what you can see, you see these mudmen continue to kind of surround forward. They're going to attack these guys. And let's see, let's make that 3 attacks against these guys. 2 misses and 2 hits. And that's both of these guys are locked in active combat with these mudmen now. They're doing a admirable job of fighting off Alig, but they're a little bit hard pressed at this point to defend him alone. And they're both, you know, take a few hits, and they both got 2 damage on them. And these guys are 10 hit point creatures. I'll just tell you that.
Gotcha.
So Robert, it's your turn.
All right. Load that cannon. Fire it. Archers. Loose your arrows.
All right. They fire off a cannon into the throng. Critical failure. I'm going to roll again to see how critical this failure is. Oh, double critical failure. I'm going to roll one more time. Okay, 2 critical failures and then a 6. So they fire off this cannon, and boom, it hits, and it just goes right through the head of one of these defenders and just takes it right off. He's down, takes off. Goes through here, gets a little, you know, brains just splatter all over Alig and splatter over some of these mudmen. The other guy turns around, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And play moves to these mudmen. They swarm the stalwart single defender now, and they start attacking him. He's going to get 3 attacks on him. Oh. All right, that's 1, 2. That's 2 misses, and a hit, and that's another 4 damage as this guy goes down. Boom. He is not irrevocably injured like the other guy. The other guy, there's no chance. You're not going to be able to heal him at the altar, but this guy, he's down but not dead. So Robert, it's your turn. No, you just had a turn. I feel like. I guess it is your turn. Did I skip Fletch somehow?
Yeah, I think I got skipped.
All right. Well, let's give you top of the order then, Fletch. Take an action.
All
there.
right. Well then.
Oh, it's
I'm gonna yell out to the two guys
It is now Fletch's turn properly because what happened during. Yeah, I got it. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna yell. There's still 2 men next to me, right? Correct. I'm just gonna try to yell out. Tell them. Yeah, just tell them to try to keep laying down fire. We got to protect our men out there. We got to protect them, and let loose 2 more arrows at the mudmen.
Okay.
Natural 20. And then 9. I'm assuming a 9 doesn't hit.
Okay. Roll a confirm on that natural 20.
Well, that was the confirm for the natural 20, so I think that's just a hit, not a crit.
That's a hit. Yes.
And then the other one's a 16.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. So roll damage for those.
8 and 8.
Okay, so you got 2 guys. They go down, and there's still this little swarm around Alig. And Alig, let's give you another roll to stabilize here.
Okay. Nine. So
9. Okay, so you go down another point. That's -4. So guys, you can see at this point it's clear as the sun is dawning. We got good light going on in this thing, and Alig is in dire trouble. He needs extraction. There's no more men out there to protect him. The gate's open there. A mudman comes up and starts to enter into the gate there, and then these 2, they grab Alig by the shoulders and they start pulling him backwards. So Robert, top of the order here. What's your move?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
You got 2 men down out there, Sir Robert.
Yeah. I guess all men but the cannon guys go through the gate and kill those mudmen and get Alig and our men back.
Are you headed out there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a long toot on my horn.
And what does the long toot on the horn signify? It's all forward, right?
I think it's 1 short is attack, or 3 short is on me. So I'm like, pop, 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 pop. And then all the guys run to me, and we all go out that gate.
All right. And free action. Fletch, what's your response there?
And that was like a to me call.
Yeah.
On me. Yeah, that was his call. Like on me, like we're rallying. Yeah.
Oh, on me. Free action. Any action? Can I just loose another arrow at the one nearest to the wall to try to clear the path, or should I?
Yeah.
No, you gotta get out.
What was that?
No, you gotta get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine with me.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll try to clear the pathway for Sir Robert so we can start filing out.
Okay, so you
a 1 and does an 8 hit?
Okay, so you fire a couple of shots and when they go over there, pierce through the banner there, and this guy he jumps up on the wagon. He's going, ugh! And then Sir Robert and his men they rally behind him, and he runs down here and hops up on the wagon, and he's got 2 of these guys. I'm going to say are going to come down with him. They rally to him, and Yeah, these two guys are going to step forward. They're going to kind of operate this arquebus, which I'm going to say we're like another 2 downs down. We got 10 hits, I think, on this arquebus left. We got 10 charges, 12, I think. So Robert, you're there. You've got your hammer out, and this Boogan, he jumps up on there with his ugly, cracked up face and his big, strange, tribal mask and his fucking centuries of BO or whatever.
Stinks.
You got an attack if you want it.
I'm gonna fucking rain my warhammer down upon him.
This guy actually not this guy. One of you guys just blew the head off another guy, but the culpability you assume is there. So go ahead and roll your attack against a 12.
Fuck, 8. God damn it.
Okay, 8. So you swing. This guy kind of dodges to the side. And one of you guys behind you steps forward with his pike, and he tries to take a hit at this guy. He also misses. All right. Top of the order here, or back to Alig, rather. Alig, let's try to stabilize here.
All right. 15.
15, okay. So you, through the blooding haze and so the semi-conscious state you're in, you managed to recover, and you're going to lock in at, what are you at, -4?
Yeah.
So you're no longer bleeding out. And, anyways.
So I'm still at -4, but I'm not going out.
You're no longer losing anything. So. Okay. So Robert, it's your turn.
I just went, didn't I? Isn't it Jake's turn?
I had a free action. I don't know if I ever got my full action.
Okay, sorry, Jake. I keep on doing that. Yeah, go ahead.
No problem.
Are you down there? Are you still up on the wall?
I'm still up on the wall. Keep taking advantage of that vantage point.
Okay, you got it.
Being an archer. So I'm gonna try to shoot the mudmen carrying Alig to try to free him of the grasp.
Okay, go for it.
So the first one's a miss, and the second one is a 17.
17. Okay, roll your damage.
7.
All right, so you get that guy and you get him through the guts, and he goes down, and Alig's body flops to one side, and the other guy kind of gives a tug, and he shouts to a nearby mudman, who then, in response, goes by and picks up the other arm. And now it is it's the mudmen's turn. They're going to keep on moving him backwards. I'm going to give you 2 archers fires against these guys. That's 1 hit, 1 no hit. Rolling for damage. That's 6 damage, full damage. So this guy that just picks up the arm, he gets a spear. Gets an arrow through the heart, and he goes down. And once again, this guy that's pulling Alig has just got the one guy, so he manages to drag Alig a little bit before he turns, and he kind of hoots and hollers to the guy nearby, and they both start running off into the woods. They're retreating. Okay, so Robert, it is your turn.
Wait, so you said, are they still dragging Alig into the woods, or did they let him go?
They've dropped him.
Okay. And they're all in retreat?
Yeah, those 2 guys are in retreat. They're the only 2 that are left out there.
Okay. Grab that man on the ground and bring him in here to the crystal.
Okay. Who are you saying this to? Just those 2 guys? Okay, so you still got this guy right in front of you, by the way, on the cart there.
Oh, shit. Never mind. I'm going to
let me...
my hammer.
All right. Oh, shit. I just fucked up everything. All right, so you swing your hammer at that guy. Go ahead and make a regular attack against him.
Come on, baby. Nice, 21.
21, okay. Roll your damage. What did I say? Okay, let's say it's a D10 for your hammer there.
Okay, give my 10. D10? I don't have a D10. Oh, wait.
You do.
Yeah,
also known as a percentile die. Yeah.
Here, it only goes up to 9, though.
And then a 0. 0 is 10.
Okay. 6.
Okay, so you hit him, and you just smash him aside. He just goes flying off the cart.
Mud, cuck,
and You jump out the wagon. You burst through the doors. You got two guys behind you. You're making a beeline for or an A line, whatever you'd say for Alig there. And these two guys, they grab this fallen soldier. They start pulling him in, and you move forward, and you manage to make it to Alig.
Nice.
There, who is there, just in a haze, barely, dealing with it. Okay, so these two remaining mudmen, Jake, I'll give you one attack against them as they flee off into the woods. It's a long shot, so you're going to take disadvantage on both your rolls. So roll 4d20, roll 2d20 twice, taking the lesser hit each time.
Taking the what?
Taking the lesser roll each time.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. A 13 for the first.
Okay.
And a 13 for the second.
Okay, roll damage for both those then. You managed to hit.
7 and 7.
Okay, so despite barely being able to see these guys, you do your little move. You lick your thumb and slick back your fletchings, and you fire off these arrows, and they whiz. They make this big arc, and boom, hit both these guys in the back of the head. They go down. Major hero points. Major move. We're going to give you some kind of a little boost token here. Go ahead and you've effectively done some little kind of a level up there just now. Nice. So if you want to go ahead and add to a modifier 1 point, to one of your relevant modifiers there.
Okay.
Okay, so as the din ends there, the battlefield just covered in bodies of these fucking mudmen. You pull Alig back into the fort, I'm assuming. So Robert, it's your turn. What are you doing with this guy?
We're bringing him back to the crystal. He needs healing. And close that fucking gate.
You drag Alig back. These two men, they drag the wounded guy back behind the safety of the gate walls, and you prop him up by the crystal. And okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Alig recovers back to his 0 hit points. He is now conscious. Alig, it's your turn. Alig, we still got you?
Yep.
Your turn, buddy.
Alig?
Yeah,
what do you say, dude? You're alive now.
Oh, thanks, lads.
What?
I was a dead man out there.
You're safe now.
What is this? Where am I?
Yeah, where are you, actually? Where are we?
Fort Evermore.
Fort Evermore.
Evermore Keep.
You're at Fort Evermore Keep.
I was a prisoner of the shit men. Is that what you call them?
We call them mudmen, but yes, they could be called
mudmen. My kind call them shit men.
So, Fergus, the moniker mudmen is given to these guys. This is, you're on basically a foreign continent. You didn't know whether it was people or not, but you've run into these mudmen. They seem to correspond loosely to, kind of. They're kind of like the boogeymen of kind of folklore, children's tales, wives' tales from your, there's kind of this general thing. They seem to kind of loosely fit that description. So yeah, people call them mudmen, but shitmen works too.
It seems that most people call them mudmen, but my clan calls them shitmen.
Shitmen. Okay. They make no distinction between shit and mud in your culture. Okay. So as the din of battle ends, you see the men up on the parapet are deeply distraught by their major fuck up in which they blew off their buddy's head there, and permanently removed him from the battle. And you all take a few measured breaths, and however, the drums still pound in the distance, and in 4 rounds, more mudmen are likely to emerge. What is your move?
Whose move is first?
Who's got the highest dexterity?
Not me.
I gave myself a +3.
I got a +4.
I have a negative.
Okay, Fletch.
What
Why'd you
up?
give yourself so
You
many
get the first
negatives?
move.
I don't know. God damn it.
This fight isn't over, guys. We need to fortify the gate still. I don't actually know if we need to fortify the gate still.
No, yeah. Do we still have oil?
There's another lamp's worth of there's another lamp and a couple of pints of oil in your supplies. You also have 3 crates that you have not opened, and you also have Alig here, who might have some additional knowledge on his turn.
All right.
But the gate's closed and everything seems pretty secure right now.
Yes, the gate has been closed again, and it's got the cart behind it, so it's as secure as it was before the this encounter that just went down.
Okay, I'm gonna ready action then, or whatnot, until after my boss Sir Robert goes. So
Okay.
I guess that's my.
Action? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I made it up. Maybe.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
What's this?
Oh,
What did you say you were gonna do? Sorry?
ready his action.
Oh, ready for action.
Ready for action.
Ready for action. I'm gonna say ready for action.
Okay, so that'll be top of the order. Will be Fletch, and we'll now take it to Alig's turn.
Okay. I'd like to make a perception check to see if I can improve.
First of all, we'll go ahead and roll D4 and heal that many hit points.
Oh, D4.
As you're by the crystal here.
All right, I get a +3,
Nice.
so I'm up to
So you're
3.
you have to 3 hit points.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if I can provide any suggestions to the fortifications.
Right. So you are kind of one of the you're one of Sir Robert's crew. You're a builder in your own right. You're largely skilled with doing masonry and stuff, and you know that some of the crates got back in the messenger's cart that were being unloaded from the ship, but some of them didn't make it. They must have come loose along the trail, or possibly in the woods, and there might be some valuable stuff in those crates. Among them were some supplies that could be used to build this large extraction device for the dig site known as the treadwheel crane. And you think that that might have combat applications.
Okay. All right, I'm going to share with the other party members. A crane. I saw a crane.
A crane.
So you know that in one of those crates, possibly in one of the 3 crates here, but possibly others, the parts were distributed, the various pins and wheels and gears to build the treadwheel crane.
Okay.
And one of the crates also contains the blueprints. You don't know which one, but you know that that could be something that would come to your defense.
All right. The shipmen were building a crane. The instructions is in one of these crates. Start breaking open these crates. I'm too tired.
All right, Mr. Robert, it's your turn. And just to be clear, the shipmen weren't building the crane, but that the supplies to build the crane were coming in on the wagon.
I
saw the shipmen building the crane.
We know that this is a crane, right? What does it do? Is it? I don't quite.
You know that this is a sophisticated piece of machinery that was being delivered on the shipment that came in with the wagon. that
For the archaeological dig?
Yeah, for the archaeological dig. And possibly some of the key components, sort of the gears and the pins and such, not the like crude lumber, which you have plenty of, but some of the special pieces were probably in the crates that he's describing that were lost.
Well,
so you're thinking it's pretty transparent that you'll have to go out there into the field and search for these crates in order to construct the tread wheel crane.
Those crates aren't already in the fort?
No, that's the implication that I'm just being forthright with.
Didn't you say that there were crates in the fort that need to be opened though? There are three crates right there.
Yes, there are.
I will say, men, the man who got his head blown off will be remembered, whatever his name was. But we must fortify the gate and open these crates, these three crates. We need whatever supplies we can get.
Okay. So there are these three crates that are over here on the platform.
Close up. Nice.
Yeah. And you move into with your little crew, and they're gonna pop open these crates and investigate what's up with those. And
fell over.
Basically, they pop those open, and they find another crate that's got a couple of lamps and some oil. They find a crate that's got some blasting powder. Basically, what did I call it before? Explosium sticks. That's what it is.
Explosium sticks.
You find 6 explosium sticks.
Can I do like a perception check on any of that stuff, just to make sure? Or do we already know what it is?
You know what these are. These are, these are a highly volatile rods of some kind of, arcane compound that when, properly concussed, basically create a large explosion for the purposes of doing this kind of mining.
Okay, so they could possibly kill, too.
Explosium rods, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then the last crate appears to be one of the missing crates. This is part of the delivery. One of the crates that made it back on the cart that details the plans for the tread wheel crane.
Okay.
And that you after let's have you do a knowledge roll based on your your experience as a builder, Sir Robert.
Okay. Is knowledge plus any of my stats?
I think you would have a good knowledge in this area, so let's give you a +4 to this roll.
Jesus fucking Christ. 5.
You're going to have to take a little bit of time to digest these plans. They might have been a little bit smudged. You can't really seem to understand them right now. So they're not readily apparent to you, but you think with a little bit of study you could decipher these blueprints in such a way that you could oversee construction of the tread wheel crane.
Right.
All right. So now it is Fletch's turn.
So Robert, you look like you're confused with the plans over there. You need some help?
I'm pretty stupid, actually. I didn't quite learn this in college. Yes.
All right. So at the Builders Academy, there was one class that Sir Robert was way too hungover to go to, and particular type of construction. So we're going to let you come in and do an assist here, Fletch. Go ahead and roll for it. I'll give you a +2.
+2. I got a 7.
So with a little more insight, you guys are just sweating over this thing. You don't really get anywhere with it.
Yeah, these are bullshit, man.
Haley, it's your turn.
Let's see. I'm gonna take my club and just bash the nearest crate to me.
Very indiscriminate.
And indiscriminately. I've seen crates in the past, and they contain what I seek. So nearest crate to me gets smashed.
All right, you turn around, and there's a crate that's kind of supporting this crude kind of field table.
Dude, don't smash it.
Yeah, smash it. Smash it.
You smash that thing open, and boom, a bunch of like what looks like kind of sundries pop out. There's a few teapots, and there's like, you know, some kind of like there's some papers that probably were relevant to Tyrus Grady's notes, and you know, kind of registry of the field artifacts. You see a bunch of powdered chalk and some lines of string pull out there. And then you also see this strange metallic tube roll out to your feet.
All right, I'm gonna take out the metallic tube.
All right, so as you lift it up, I'm gonna have you roll a brutal, intelligence roll.
Okay. Oh, I got a natural 20.
Oh, nice. So, plumbing, you know, you have a stroke of brilliance, and you recognize this to be some kind of mechanical scrying tool. As you lift it up, you twist and you extend this thing. It has 3 segments, and it's some kind of a surveying tool. But in a pinch, you think it'll make use as some sort of a spyglass, or you know, it's basically a monocular. It's like a little telescope.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll 4 points to heal from the crystal.
Okay. Oh, I got a 3. I'm at 6.
Okay, and we've got 2 more rounds before the Mudmen emerge. Whose turn is it?
Am I done, or do I perceive anything through this tube?
Well, you mean you've got it. It's yours now. We'll say, you know, mechanically, if you want to hold on to it, that it will give you, let's say, a +6 to any perception checks, you know, over distance.
Okay, +6 to perception over distance. Wow.
And remember, you can throw anything, so you can throw that thing right now if you want to.
I think I'll restrain myself as much as I'd like.
All right, so now we will make it to top of the order here, and it'll be, I guess, Sir Robert again. So no, it was Fletch. Fletch was the highest dex, right?
Yeah.
So since Fletch, it's your turn.
So Robert, what do you want us to do?
Let's roll again for effort, and so in this case, you guys have kind of broken the initial effort of reading this thing, and let's say we've got to put 10 effort into this to decipher these plans in order to start building the treadwheel crane.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll, and you're going to roll against a 12 to decipher these plans, and if you decipher, further on the plans, we're going to give you a D6 of, of effort to comprehend the plans.
Okay.
Okay. Is that just an intelligence roll, or?
Just your intelligence +2. That's your, expertise. Yeah.
So 2.
+2. I got an 18.
18. Okay, so go ahead and roll your D6 to decipher these plans. Again, what I say, 10 effort for these plans?
Is that as Jake, or is that me?
Yeah. So I got.
This is Fletch.
Oh shit! Never mind.
I got a 4 on my D6 roll.
Okay, so you managed to you get out your little piece of chalk and your little piece of charcoal rather, and you kind of sketch out, and you're helping to decipher these plans. So Robert, your turn.
So he's deciphering the plans. I will command my men to bring the dynamite or the explosium and the oil and the lamp up to the parapet for further defense.
Okay, which parapet?
The left one, because the cannon can see out towards the right parapet, I think. I'm assuming.
Okay, so I've got a left parapet with the cannon, and then a right parapet with the 2 archers there.
Yeah. They're fine. Those guys are fine.
So you want to bring it up where the cannon is?
Yes.
There's space for 4 creatures up there, and there's 1 creature slot being taken up by a cannon. So.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I'll bring it to the right parapet then.
Okay. So you bring a crate full of, what are you bringing again?
The explosium, the oil, and the lamps. Those.
Okay.
Well, how many guys I got down there to bring that up? Just the one?
You've got, 2 free men down here.
As much as they can carry. Explosium is top priority.
So they've got all 6 explosium rods?
Yeah.
All right. So we say that 1 more guy can fit up there with the 2 guys that are up there.
Okay.
Just command the men if you can. My camera keeps on quitting out here, but if you can see what's going on up there, you have space for 3 men and 3 men in a box full of supplies.
3 men in a box. Classic.
Okay, what's this one? Hold on. Okay. So they're up there. They've got lamp oil. They've got explosium rods, and there's a couple archers up there. So I think that's probably going to consist of your turn. That instruction. Are you going to help Fletch decipher these plans?
If I can, yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and make a roll again with him and give you your +4 expertise there against a 12.
Damn it. 18.
18. Okay, so roll a d6, just a straight d6 to help decipher these plans.
5.
Smudged. Okay, so you guys are working on this, and you've nearly got this thing sorted out. You've kind of got it all. You figured out just a little bit more effort, and you could decipher this thing. So we got 1 more round here, and Alig, it's your turn.
Okay. So just to clarify, the door is sealed. No one's breaching the wall.
Correct.
Do you have any sort of ranged weapon or anything?
You currently don't. You just have your you have a heavy gauntlet, you have your big club, and then you have the ability to throw anything.
Okay.
Which means essentially that any reasonable item is a ranged weapon for you.
It's a ranged weapon. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep my rampage of busting crates open, and I'm gonna bust one of the left side crates out from under the item there.
Okay, so you heal another d6, d4 points of damage.
That's a +1, so I'm at 7.
Okay. And you smash another crate open, and inside you find a bundle of chains.
Chain. Okay.
And, yeah, like a big bundle of chains, and you find some like iron ingots, like 6 iron ingots.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what's in that one.
Okay.
Little crate of, you find also a little crate of provisions, and like some eggs and some other stuff, some shippable goods, and you realize that your stomach's turning. You could use a bite to eat.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take one of the iron ingots in my hand. That's one hand iron ingot. The other hand just fist an egg into my mouth. Squish it into my mouth.
All right. So you start eating some eggs, and let's give you some health back for that too. Let's have you roll another d4 alongside with this.
That's another 1.
Shit.
Okay. So you get a little more health here. Yeah. And we've got one more round. You guys hear the drums start to pound. You've had some time to prepare, but it sounds like the Mudmen are on their return. Sir Robert, or excuse me, Fletch, top of the order here. What's your move?
I'm going to keep deciphering this code with Sir Robert.
Okay, so with the last bit of effort, things finally come into place, and you see the layout for the crane. You and Robert kind of nod to each other. You say, yeah, I think we can do this. You're missing some pieces. If you can cover at least one of the, you kind of put your heads together and you determine that if you can recover at least one of the lost crates, you can probably jury rig the wagon parts to stand in, and you think you can construct the treadwheel crane.
Okay. Do we know where the lost crates are at all, or
somewhere off in the outside the gate?
It's way too late.
You know, they might have bounced out. Well, and I'll just tell you out of game that there's, you know, you'll have to go out and search for them and, you know, past the wall. But there's a crate out there somewhere that, well, is the missing link here.
So, Robert, what do we do? We need this crate.
I'm a military man. We must defend this wall.
Yes, sir. Where do you want me stationed?
No argument. Perfect.
Dude, I'm your coordinate, man. I'm your serf.
It looks like the
Hey, like you overhear these guys talking about the treadwheel crane, and you're aware of, you know, what's going on with this. You're free to put in your input. Yeah.
Yeah. This crane could be of great import.
Then you go out and fight.
To killing this scum. Sure, your wall holds them back, but this crane crushes them. I've seen it.
Then find the crate for us. I'll give you like 2 guys to come with you.
We have a cart. Open. Wait till they hit the gate.
We have a horse you can ride.
A horse. Well,
You have a horse?
That'll help.
We do have a horse.
Because
You guys do have a horse, yeah.
I was just thinking
I have a
pushing
horse?
the cart, but
We have
a horse is way better.
I will give you the horse.
One horse won't be able to pull the cart, but somebody could ride the horse.
Give me the horse. I'm an expert rider.
Are you? Well, whoever is the most experienced can ride that horse to find the crate.
I don't take penalties from horseback.
That's better than I can say.
He can fire from horseback without penalty. Yeah.
Okay, dude. If you're down, I'm down.
Aren't there enough of us? We could open the gate and push the cart out of the front and squish these mudmen.
Also true. Once they arrive.
Imagination of these plans, Fergus, perhaps from your, Alig, perhaps from your time spent near the crystal, maybe you're getting a better attunement, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple more rolls of healing on this thing to get you boosted back up here.
Very nice.
So go ahead and heal yourself for 9 damage from between the eggs and between the you know, the stuff. You get juiced back up. You're getting excited. You're thinking, hey, I was delivering these plans. I know that this thing, it wasn't built for battle, but it wasn't built not for battle. So let's go ahead and put this crane together. Is what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And
all right.
Anyways, you got to feel renewed vigor. And
I'm up to 17. I'm thinking bigger now. You know, now that I'm not like about to die, I'm thinking like, how can we get a little pep in our step with this cart? How can we make some sort of like?
And so I'll say again that if you have one crate and you scrap the cart, then you can build the crane. If you get 2 crates, you can leave the cart as it is and use it for whatever other purposes you got. But basically, you can dismantle the wagon in order to use it in place of a crate, or you can find 2 crates out there.
Okay.
So you guys discuss. Go.
We're not taking the cart. We need it for the crane.
Well, we can't just sit here and wait to get overrun. We got to get proactive.
Yeah, I agree. We should go out. Hey, Robert, what do you think?
Get a man on that horse. Can the horse bring the crate back, or is that not cool?
One man on the horse could if he wasn't making any attacks, he could carry a crate.
Fucking James, get on the horse. Get that crate.
Oh, man, what up?
Get that crate. Don't attack anybody. Bring it back. We'll build the crane.
But we have
All right,
no
Andy.
idea where that crate is.
Andy, it's somewhere out in the green here.
Okay, can I make a perception check to find it?
Spyglass.
You can make a perception check to find it if you're in proper view, yeah.
Am I in proper view? I'm on the parapet.
Are you?
I haven't moved since then.
You're down. You're right here by the plans here. You're deciphering.
Oh, shit. Well, god damn it. Can I get one of the guys, yell at one of the guys in the parapet to make a perception check?
I'm going to let Alig roll an intelligence check right now.
All right.
You better be smart.
I think I understand what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I got, let's see, 19.
All right, Alig, you're like,
What's the-
ding,
what's
a
the
little light bulb goes up in your head, and you hold out this tube that you found.
That
You're
tube
like,
that I've previously just been trying to make into a flute now seems to be some sort of optical device. But yeah, I'll run up to the right side of the wall, and I'm gonna see what my elf eyes can see.
You're not an elf.
All right.
True.
There's not much room on the wall, but for the sake of expediency, you go up there, you shove one of the guys off the end, the arrow guy.
I'll kick
falls
someone
back here.
straight in the balls if I have to.
You kick him off, and you guys move into place here, and you've kind of taken his place. He goes back to the nurse's wounds alongside the crystal after you boot him off, and you can start to scan the perimeter of this field for the missing crates, but you can't start yet because that's the expenditure of your turn. And with that, the drums, they come close. Jake, excuse me. Hey, you got to play something at least a little battle appropriate if you're going to be playing something, Andy.
I don't have battle songs.
So Fletch and, well, I'm just going to say Fletch. Where are you, Fletch? Where are you going, man?
I'm still by those crates. Is there? Do I hear the drums getting like close enough to where I need to be up on the wall?
You announced, because there's one action here before you are before basically combat play starts. So you let me know where you're going to be and what your MO is for the next turn.
Okay, but I know combat's coming next turn, or no?
Yes, you know that. Yeah, I'm going to say it effectively. You do know that combat's coming this next turn.
Okay. Is there any spot on any of the walls, or no?
The parapets are filled. You could stand on the wagon and you could get a little bit of distance over the gate. Otherwise, you're pretty much limited to this plan with the horse, and if you're going to be the guy who goes out for the crate.
All right. Well, Sir Andrew, I'll do it. I'll go out on the horse.
That's not my name at all.
Sir Robert.
Excuse me.
Fuck it. I'll do it.
All right.
I'll be the one.
Robert mounts the horse, and the two remaining men down here, including the one who's kind of cheesed off because he got booted off of the parapet by Alig. They remove the blocks from this crate, or from this cart rather, and they pull it back far enough for Fletch to shoot out on his horse. And you crest the gates and move out as they close behind you. And you're just going to be represented. I'm going to just place you near the horse whenever you guys are moving from now on here, because I don't have a good way to do it otherwise.
Okay.
But you are mounted, and now we're going to start turn. I'm going to have everybody roll initiative. We haven't done that yet, but it seems appropriate right now. So let's do an initiative roll, and I'm going to roll for the Mudmen. I got 15.
I got 2.
15.
Did we get any bonuses to that or no?
Dexterity.
Oh, dexterity?
Ooh,
Oh,
that
shit.
means
I got 12.
I got 5.
17.
Okay.
12.
So top of the order is Fletch. And I am going to give you a perception check, Fletch, and I will tell you that you're rolling against a 17 to find this crate.
Well, fuck. I got a 15.
15, okay. So you don't see the crate obviously near you. Are you going to move at all? And let me try to... Can you guys
I'm going to yell up to A-Leg and tell him, where's the...
End of the bed.
All right. Where's the fucking crate, A-Leg? And I'm gonna hold my turn until after him. So I'm just kind of standing out in the middle of nowhere.
You got it.
Waiting to know where this crate is to go.
Right. Sounds good. So I think that the Mudmen were next.
You gotta find that crate fast, son.
And all of a sudden, so you see the familiar form of some Mudmen start to emerge from the woods. But this time they seem to be dragging by ropes some kind of big bamboo or woven kind of cage. I'm gonna place some Mudmen out here, and they're pulling behind them some kind of big cage. And we got one more here. And that's what you can see. And they just start to emerge from the woods, and got some drummers going on. Dum da dum 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 da dum dum dum. A few more Mudmen. You don't see the drummers. They're the guys that just get to hang out in the woods, I guess. But
dude, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Now it is. It was. So we say it's Fletch, Mudmen, and who is next?
I had a 12.
What did you have, Alec?
5.
Okay, so Robert, it's your turn, and you are standing here back by the. You're back here by the plans.
Have they been deciphered? Well, this doesn't matter if we don't have a.
You have deciphered the plans, and you've determined that. But you could start them in constructing the treadmill crane with the supplies that are here.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that it's going to take you. It's going to take a team of 2 men. It's going to take them 8 rounds to construct the treadmill crane.
Holy shit!
If they have your assistance, then you can potentially roll to speed that process up. But the crane cannot be completed with its last round until it's got that the supplies from that crane.
Jesus Christ! I can't yell at the guys on the parapet to fire that cannon.
You can do that, yeah. What are they firing at?
The Mudmen. The massive Mudmen beyond the gate.
Okay, you got it. So, you yell to the men behind the thing, and I'm going to have to ask you to roll a charisma check and use your hero ability of, inspiring your men to get them out of the funk of, their obvious mistake of blowing off their compatriot's head.
Dude, I thought I thought we were done and past that. Whatever. Check. God damn it. It's a 6.
All right, so I'm going to have them roll at disadvantage because they're still kind of fucked up from how bad they fucked up before. And they fire on these. They beat a line up on these guys, and they roll, and that's a major failure. That's another critical failure. As these guys, they do something mainly wrong. The arquebus just blasts open, and you see the barrel split in half. And one of these guys goes flying off the back. I mean, these guys are just class A fuck-ups, basically.
At this point.
And you guys have still got 11 rounds left for this thing, but the arquebus itself, this one has been totally totaled. There's a backup arquebus down by the cart rather.
Okay.
So give you one more actual movement action besides just the instruction there, Andy.
A movement action, huh?
Like you've done your kind of verbal command. Now take something that's a more active action.
I was kind of planning on yelling at those guys to shoot the arquebus while I helped with the
construct the crane.
Yes.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be moving.
So let's
per se, but
So you come in here, and you're basically going to be helping these guys dismantle this cart.
Okay.
So you lock in with them, and we'll check back on your progress next turn here. Play is going to move to Alig.
I'm gonna use my little telescope thing to try and see if I can find any signs of the crates.
Okay, you're rolling for a +6, and you're rolling against the 17.
Oh, I got a natural 20, dog.
Natural 20?
That's
Okay.
26, huh?
So off in the distance, you spy this crate. It's tucked in along the road in a puddle of mud there. But you can see it.
Kind of by the tree, the big tree.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna call out by the tall tree, by the rocks. There's the crate.
That's you,
There are
James.
people there.
Any other action, Alig? Anything else for you?
Let's see. I'll probably still have like a move action or something, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and throw one of my iron ingots at the closest mudman there on the.
All right. There's a
the
mudman right down here by the wall.
Oh.
That's.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right. So with one hand, you look off in the distance. You're like, found it, and then you chuck an ingot at this guy.
Yeah. I move quick, so I saw my target already, and now I've got a new target, which is just blowing this dude's brains out with an iron ingot.
All right, so whip your ingot and roll at your, addition with your dex modifier.
Ah, damn it. That's a 9 right there.
9 total?
Yeah.
All right, you whip the ingot, it misses its mark.
Cox.
And in response, this guy is going to throw a rock back at your boys there. And he, what's your armor class? He's got a 16.
Yeah.
All right, but he's not shooting for you. He's aiming for these guys behind the thing there. And he smacks.
Oh, I got 15.
Full damage. He hits one of these guys right nearby you and just knocks his clock, and he falls back off towards the parapet, and he goes boom, and he's just quiet there, laying on the boards back behind you. He just gets swept off. And with that, I believe it is Fletch's turn. He has found the crate, and he points it out to you, Fletch, so you know where it's at.
All right. I assume with all the shit in the way that I have to like kind of ride through these mudmen.
There is a clear line currently to the mudmen, or to the crate. They're right in front of the mudmen.
Can I reach it and pick it up in one move?
Right there. If you roll well, you could get it in one move. Yeah.
If I roll well.
Try it.
Fuck it.
You could get there in one move. I'm gonna say if you roll well on a dex check, you can pick it up. You're not gonna be able to get there and get back in one move. It's a long way across the battlefield. So we'll say if that's your motive, we're gonna move you right there, and we're gonna give you one attack at these mudmen as you move by.
Okay. I got a 13. Yeah.
Okay, 13 will hit.
Woo. And 9 damage.
Okay, so as you ride by, you shoot an arrow, and this guy, he goes down, and as you're strafing by, they're gonna make one. One of them throws a rock at you. Does a 15 hit you?
Do I have any armor or no?
Yeah, you have some armor. Let's say you got +3 worth of armor.
And it's dex plus your armor, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't hit me then.
Okay, so there's a rock that goes over your shoulder there, and you reach this crate, and you see it stuck in the mud. you might have to jump down to pull it out.
Okay. Can I do that or no?
You can jump down and start pulling it out. You finish that action your next turn.
Okay. I'll do that then.
Okay, so you jump down off your horse and you put your hands deep down around. You pull this thing out of the mud, and right as you do, these couple more mudmen, they pull forward, and you see as you come in here now that this big crate, this big cage has been opened up, and you see a strange sight as two beasts hop out of this cage, and I mean hop.
Oh God!
And you see these almost neon-colored giant frogs jump out of this crate, and make a perception check.
All right. 7.
Yeah, you see these big, colorful frogs jump out. They're like monstrously big as a man. It doesn't make any sense, and they're painted in bright colors, almost like neon, and they're freaky looking, yeah. And right alongside them, as they hop out, you see 2 unbelievably large snakes kind of slither past underneath them.
Oh God.
And play moves to the top of the order, I believe, or no, because you did the skip thing. And whose turn is it here? It's I think it's Sir Robert's turn.
Well, we just blew a dude's head off. No, we didn't. We just blew up our cannon. Fuck. God damn it.
You've got one more cannon. There's another arquebus.
We do have another arquebus?
Yes. There's
Okay.
one undestroyed arquebus in there.
We're going to throw the old arquebus over the wall to be like a little barrier and bring the old new arquebus up in its place.
I didn't catch that. What are you doing?
We're bringing the new arquebus up to replace the old one. Did you catch that?
Okay.
Are we good?
On the parapet there,
Yes.
and assuming you're going to go up and be there too.
Yeah.
Andy, have I still got you there?
Yes, you do. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You're up there on the parapet, is that right?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear us?
Who can hear me out there?
I can.
I can.
I can.
You must not be able to hear us.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wardy, can you hear us?
Diet. Living.
No, he's gone.
When Big Larry came round just to put him down, SpongeBob turned into a clown. And no girl ever wants to dance with a fool who wins and
Ripped his pants.
I know I shouldn't mope around, I shouldn't curse, but the pain feels so much worse. 'Cause winding up with no one is a lot less fun than a burn from the sun or sand in your bum. Now I've learned a lesson I won't soon forget. So listen and you won't regret. Be true to yourself, don't miss a chance. You won't end up like the fool who ripped his pants.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I learned that song once.
It's Burgess, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey!
Woody's back. Well, I'm gonna go grab another beer. It seems like a good time.
I think I might do the same.
Okay. Looking around the room, I could tell that you are the most beautiful girl in the...
What's going on? I just got back. Anything?
You haven't missed much. Woody's still gone. I have a feeling he's going to end the session right before the Mudmen attack. That's a good cliff.
Yeah, I have a feeling my character is pretty much fucked right now.
Dude, I keep trying to shoot that cannon, and I just keep killing my own guys. It's kind of fucked up.
I know. That's what I'm worried about, is that you've got another one aimed at me right now.
Well, I forgot, too, that I actually have a special captain's ability to give my men some, like, extra attack. So I kind of been forgetting about that the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like a special war horn.
I feel like I should have waited until after this wave to go out there, but I'm just a drunken bastard.
No, dude. You should go out now. He's making a big deal about that crane, so I think that that's one of the important things that...
Yeah, if I go down, you guys will just have to put me next to that crystal or whatever.
Gotcha.
Whatever.
No, yeah, we'll drag you back.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Awesome.
I'm going single cam this time around here.
All right.
Going guerrilla shooting here. Kind of excited about doing this anyway, so.
Cool. Hey, Woody, I got a question.
Yeah.
How far along is the siege pong, or is that what happened to that?
I mean, it's a long, dude. I'm currently working on the how-to video. I'm almost done shooting it. I probably would have finished it today, but I was kind of excited about doing this.
Because I've really been wanting to play it for a while.
Dude, the final version of the game, I gotta say, is really fun. Fergus has played it. I've played it with a bunch of people. It's really at a pretty cool place. I could send you a copy if you'd like, and I'll send you the link to the how-to video. And if you want to play with some people, that'd be great.
I was gonna donate to the Kickstarter. Don't you get like a deck or whatever with that?
Yeah, there'll be with the Kickstarter. You'll get balls, cups, and a deck, and a carrying bag.
Okay. Because I've been wanting to show it to people. Like whenever I play beer pong, I tell people that I got a friend who's actually making a fucking cool game.
It's cool that you still have some people to play beer pong with. I don't really have any.
It's not often, actually.
But dude, once playing Siege Bong will bring you back into playing beer pong though, because it's legitimately a lot more fun than beer pong.
No, yeah, I agree. When I played, it was way more fun.
Here, I'm swapping out a camera battery here. Just a second, let me check what my battery status is on that guy. Still got some good juice on that guy. And I'll just do a little bit more of this session. I think we'll probably call it in a second, especially since I'm getting some difficulty.
Jake, I was totally right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I wish I could show you guys the how-to video because it's pretty sweet so far. I'm really happy with it. Basically, I won't go into too much detail over this conversation, but things are close. Basically, I just haven't been working on it much recently.
That's good, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited to play it. I remember the first time we played it at Madison at my first place when you and Fergus came up. It was a lot of fun then.
Honestly, come a long way since then, yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, when I basically, once I finish this how-to video, I'm going to be doing another series of promotion.
Okay.
And so when I do that, I'll send you guys each a copy.
Cool, man.
Oh, sweet.
As long as you still do support the actual Kickstarter.
Yeah,
no, I will
definitely.
for sure, man.
Yeah.
I got student allowance. It's cool.
Right on. Okay. Let's see here. OS utility. Come on, baby. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting up and running. Did Fergus leave?
I don't know where Fergus is. He kind of left the screen a while ago.
He kind of does that.
I think he's looking for his dice still or something.
Fucking does that, dude. Oh, can I show you guys something? I'll just show you the, actually, I could totally demo the video to you because I have desktop sharing ability here.
Go for it.
Sure,
Yeah?
yeah.
You guys into it? All right, here.
Yeah.
Shut that off for a second. And I'm going to share just, I don't know if it'll come through as a sound for you. I'm assuming it will, but we'll see. Just a second. I know there's some way for me to share my desktop. Here we go.
I've been seeing your desktop before, so.
My application window. Okay. You guys see my desktop right now?
No.
Nope.
Oh, you will. Here. Whoa.
Oh.
Hold on.
The singularity.
The version I have right now is not narrated, so I might kind of narrate along with it while I'm showing it to you guys, but it's basically like 70% done. But you can get some idea of like how to play, basically. Preview. Will somebody mind texting Fergus?
What am I going to text him?
Just tell him that we're kind of back in the channel here.
I'll text him, sure.
I mean, you don't have to.
He'll come back.
You think so?
I mean, he left his computer open, so yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize he was just like gone.
No, I don't know where he went. He's taking a shit, maybe? I have no idea.
I shot him a text. So.
All right.
Probably a little late.
Hold on. Open project. Here we go. Yeah, I'm excited to. I don't know. It's been quite a fucking process for this Siege Bong thing.
Yeah.
It's been a lot more work than I ever anticipated.
And he's gone again.
He's back.
Oh, sorry, guys. I accidentally exited out of the window.
Yeah, no, I'll be interested to see where Siege Pong's gone since the first time we played it or whatever.
I wish that I could give you just a physical copy right now. I'll print a few more out and I'll send some to you guys. They won't be like the full like waterproof cards like they will be in the final version. So,
dude, I'll be proud to have a prototype version.
Like, yeah. Okay. Cool. I can show you right now. Just flash the cards at you. I got them right at hand, but I do want to show you this video.
I think I follow like the Siege Pong Facebook page, so I've seen like whatever art you've posted on that.
I see.
I have not seen that. I didn't know there was. Actually, I did know.
It looks pretty good.
Got the thing up here. Here's the.
Got it.
Oh wait, I don't have my camera on there. There we go. Here's the cards.
Nice. That's a fat deck,
dude. Those look pretty damn legit right now.
Yeah. So here, we'll give you a little. I'm gonna cue you up for the thing, and I hope it has sound. I wonder how I can do that. Okay, desktop share, application window. That at 1. Now you guys can see me, right?
Yeah.
Here, let's see how this works. Everybody quiet for a second in case there is sound.
Nice. Premiere Pro 2017. Sick.
It doesn't appear that there is sound.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Siege Pong, how to play. As the engineer commanders of your fortresses, you got to do something and do all this stuff.
Your team there.
Yeah, I wish you guys could.
The location's good. I like that.
Wish you could hear the sound because the sound's actually pretty cool for this. But okay, I'll just give a description here. Okay, so Siege Pong. To play, you'll need a flat surface. And you also need some lords and ladies to join you. A deck of fate will help you do stuff. And you'll also, just like in beer pong, you're going to need some party cups and some ping pong balls.
Nice.
Setup is, first you got to build yourself a castle. So every game starts with 12 points. There's 12 cups is a standard game. Arrange them in clusters with 3 cups facing up and 1 cup facing down. These 3 upright cups are called towers. And think of them as the backbone of your castle. Then there's each tower will get a little bit of liquid in it to help it stay upright during play. The downright cups are called terrain and are support units for the towers. Each tower will be worth 1 or 2 or 3 points according to its placement, its tier level. I don't have my script with me. Terrain are worth no points, but they can be used to raise the tier value of your towers. Terrain can also be used to shield your towers from incoming throws. Be careful when you're placing your terrain and your towers to consider the precariousness of your placement, because while you do need upper tier towers for more points and to use certain powerful cards, does make your castle more precarious. And in the end, the castle with the most points is going to be the victor.
You added the
to
point
begin,
system.
Place 4 cups at a time in any arrangement that you like, so long as they're all touching at least one other cup in your castle and no cups are nested within other cups. It's good sportsmanship to place 4 cups and then wait for your opponents to place their 4 before making an additional placement. And once you place a cup, don't go back on that placement. This is pretty not true to the original script, but anyways. The tower with the castle with the most points gets to start the game. So deal 3 cards to each player, and they can look at them and even share them with their opponents, but they can't trade cards. The deck of fate goes there, and then you flip up 3 cards, and those 3 cards are known as the queue, and they'll be visible for all to see throughout the game. Opposite the deck of fate, the boneyard is where cards get discarded face up. On the back of each card, there's a little box that tells you order of play and the stages of a turn. And the first part of a turn is the draw and discard phase. So each turn, players will draw from one of 4 cards, the 3 in the queue and the 1 on the deck of fate. You choose 1 card to put in your hand and 1 card to destroy, sending it to the boneyard. This way, players will have control not just over which cards come into play, but also which cards don't come into play. And whenever you draw cards, make sure you replace the cards that were emptied in the queue. Again, you choose 1 card to add to your hand and another card to destroy. And then replace any cards in the queue. Then after all teammates have drawn, they go on to play cards phase. Play cards is pretty simple. It's where you play cards. You can play as many cards as you want, and there are several different types to select from. Cup grades are played usually on towers and will give some special boost or bane to your castle. When placing them, you can the card will indicate how to do it. You can steady your tower as you place it with the other hand. And if you're placing a cup grade on an enemy tower, it's good sportsmanship to allow them to complete the placement. Special throw cards are essentially single-use power-ups that will give the next throw you make some special ability. And class cards are a special role and special powers to a player. Each card will have an active ability and a sync ability that activates every time a player sinks a cup. Class cards remain in play until they're destroyed or discarded by their owner. Knights are special cards that are the troops. They're signified by their movement markers. When placing knights, place them so that 1 corner touches a tower in your castle. Each card can also be spent for gold value, and that's there in the corner. You can see how much they're worth instead of playing them. And there's a little diagram that tells you that you can add a throw, a terrain, or a tower to your castle. Or you can also destroy a terrain, a tower, or a card on the field. And that's how you do that. I think that's basically as far as I've gotten on the how-to video at this point. Oh yeah, so
yeah,
then
that's
there's
pretty cool.
The cards where you do the attack. Anyways, yeah. It's much more meaningful with the narration, but anyway, get the idea. Oh, it's Fergus back.
Yeah,
right,
you're doing
cool.
a good job.
What's up, dude?
Hey,
What's up, dude?
what's up?
You guys down to play a tiny bit more tonight, and then we'll call it a night?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, cool. I'm going to plug in. I'm just going solo camp for this next part.
All right. A lot of different mechanics in Siege Pong than we used to play.
Yeah.
A lot more refined.
What song is that, Fergus? Sounds familiar.
It's a Jackson Browne song.
Oh shit.
What is it? These Days?
Oh. Okay. I think a few different artists sang
Yeah.
specific.
There's one by this lady called
Jackson
Nico,
Browne.
which is in like some
These days. Oh, no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, no, that's right.
Oh, is that right?
Song there.
the fuck is her name?
Nico is
Yeah, Nico. That's right.
from like Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, I know. Okay, there we go.
But it's originally a Jackson Browne song.
Okay.
All right, you seeing this? Are you hearing this?
Days I seem to think a lot about the things that I
forgot to do.
I'm gonna screw in my my little shoulder mount thing so I can get some good shots here. I don't know if you caught any of it, Fergus, but I was showing these guys the siege boss.
Yeah, I saw that. Footage looks good.
Yeah, man.
It's actually really sweet. I licensed this music for the video, and it goes with it pretty well. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked on it. I'm hoping that yeah, I gotta jump back on and finish that. The fuck? Okay, take it easy on the guitar, guys. You're blasting my ears out here.
I'm playing pretty soft.
Sorry, dude.
Killing me, man.
Didn't realize you couldn't handle some shredding you.
Are you guys actually able to like play together in a meaningful way while you're doing this?
Hey, man, I mean,
It's been pretty meaningful, dude. Thank you.
yeah.
It's been meaningful for me.
That's
I'll
been
fucking
pretty
whip my-
meaningful, dude. Don't
Fucking whip my axe out and join in the fray there.
don't try and tear it down, bro.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, girls.
Here we go, girl. All right.
All right, girl. Okay, so whose fucking turn is it here?
It's been like 30 minutes. I really don't know.
All right, I think Jake's turn just ended, and we had some fucking beasts arrive on this fucking scene here.
Oh yeah, the snakes just showed up.
So I think it's top of the order. Who was top of the order?
Not me.
I think I was. So I don't know if it was actually top of the order. I think it was Sir Robert's turn.
Sir Robert. Oh, what's the context here? I forget what was happening.
Oh, Sir Robert, you're
the mud shit skins, shit men. About to arrive. I'm on the parapet. Cannon's up there. I'm gonna order my men to maybe throw some of that oil down on the grassy lawn.
On the grassy knoll there.
On the grassy knoll. Put up a second shooter there behind the bush. As the mud president drives by, we're gonna.
Sorry guys, I had to pee really bad. I'm stepping out for a second.
No, it's cool. Just let me know when you're ready.
You I don't know if you've even spotted the snakes yet, Andy. Snakes that live in your skin.
Mm-hmm. I hate snakes, by the way. My character,
Sir Robert hates snakes.
And he wears a fedora.
He hates fucking fedoras.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Why did it have to be Blade Runner 2049?
Have you seen that movie? It was pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
It was actually pretty. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie.
I intend on seeing it. I just haven't seen it yet.
Harrison Ford in it for like an hour. He gives a pretty good performance, though, to be honest.
Wait, are you implying that he dies, dude? Are you serious?
I won't spoil anything, but he doesn't die. I guess that was kind of a spoiler.
I won't spoil anything, but I'm just going to spoil everything.
But they don't discuss whether he's a replicant or not, really. So
cowards.
It doesn't ruin that.
Okay, here we go. This is gonna be cool.
But Ryan Gosling stares at a lot of shit, and
I would assume so. I would hope so.
Stares in most of the movie.
Live shoot. Here we go, baby. Okay, nice.
And Edward James Olmos is in it for like 2 minutes, and it's kind of fun.
Nice. Oh, this is cool. All right. We've got Sir Robert there in the parapet. What's he doing?
There's a cameo by Seth Green. I'm just kidding. I don't see your camera. Isn't
It's not on.
Backside, yeah. It's not
I can see your ad.
I can see the belt. It's still a pretty nice belt. I kind of jealous actually.
You see it now?
Your belt?
Oh, wait a minute.
No, I can see your camera. Right? It's
I got
cool.
Here we go.
No.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, no belt.
Now we got it.
Oh yeah.
Jake got his crate, I believe.
Yes.
It's gonna be tough, dude. What can I see out there? Just refresh my memory on what is going on, basically.
All right. So in the dawn light here, you can see Jake out there. Fletch, he's there along the crate, and there's this massive. They've just unloaded a bunch of beasts out of this big bamboo cage. There's these crazy, like, psychedelic-looking frogs, and then some snakes are also headed out.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping Fletch brings the crate back at post haste, or whatever, however that goes.
At hashtag haste.
Hashtag haste. Dude, those frogs deserve a good cannoning, so I'm gonna fucking shoot them again.
All right, so go ahead and roll against the frogs. Roll against a 15 and roll okay, so here's the deal. This guy, you're going to need to help him load this cannon because he's by himself now. So you help him load that cannon, you guys take aim, and I'm just going to let you attack at your normal attack bonus there, plus your dex. And,
plus dex? No,
plus your dex.
Strength.
No, it's not strength. They outface the cannon.
Yeah, plus strength, right?
No.
What?
Dex.
Dude, my dex is -3.
Dex. Okay, but you're on the cannon now because the other guy, he fucking.
Oh god.
When he blasted the thing.
I'm gonna get shot again, aren't I?
God damn it. 7.
All right, so you blasted these group of frogs, but you don't connect anything.
Okay, dude, fuck this cannon shit.
Moving on to Alig.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with another one of these iron ingots.
At this little DB right here?
Yeah.
All right, so you whip an ingot at him.
All right. I got a 17.
All right, you majorly knock him. For how much damage?
What is it, a D4?
Do some role playing for me here. Make love to the camera.
D6. Right. I'm gonna wind up one of these ingots and then hit. And then when I hit him, I'm like, yeah. But what D4 damage?
D6.
That's a 4, Chief.
4 damage. All right, so you give this guy a good smack. And okay. Anything else? You're down 1 ingot.
All right.
You guys getting a good view of this? I'm enjoying this lens.
I'm getting a good view of my character.
How about that handlebar mustache?
I like it.
Dude, looking strong up there.
Looking fucking ripped up there, dude. All right. Nice tartan there, too. Okay. I don't know if you guys have seen, so there's these guys. They're the, oh shit. They're like one of the baddies. Yeah, let's give it a butt, man. Yeah, I'll give you a little close up there. That's what those guys look like. So I basically used some green stuff, which is a type of like modeling epoxy and some other stuff to like basically enhance one of those guys to make into Fergus's character.
That's impressive.
Same thing as I did to make the hammer on Andy's character, Sir Robert, and the bow on Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so you give that guy a smack. He takes some damage, and far off through your amazing vision tube, you see this whole mess of weird creatures headed over there.
Snakes.
And these crazy colored, these little snakes, they kind of wriggle up towards the castle walls, and then you see these frogs with their powerful legs just take this huge leaps. Boom! One of them lands over there near A-Leg, and then another one goes and lands there near Sir Robert. And top of the order is Fletch.
So I have the crate in my hand now, right?
Got the crate in your hand, and so to jump up on your horse and keep everything together, Fletch, I'm going to have you roll against a 12 dexterity check.
All right. I got a 23.
All right, so you hop up. You got a crate under one arm, and got your bow in the other arm. You're not going to be able to load up an arrow, but you can start hightailing it back to the fort.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna book it straight towards the gate doors.
Okay, so you hightail and tramp your way over to the gate, crate in hand, and you're gonna get a couple of spears thrown at you and a couple of rocks thrown at you along the way as these hootin', hollerin' mudmen make their business.
Fuck you, shit, man.
Okay, none of them hit you there, though. The spears and stones, they fly past you, and you get to the gate, but it is closed. It is now,
damn it, guys.
Sorry, bro.
The Mudmen's turn. And the Mudmen, they march their way out past the forest. A few of them move forward here. Yeah. And then this one that's over by the tree here is going to take a rocks throw at Sir Robert. So, Sir Robert, roll a d20 for that guy against your AC.
My AC?
Armor class. Air conditioning.
Air conditioning, which is 11. That's pretty high. Oh! It's a 25.
Like, was a natural crit? Was it a natural 20?
It's a 14 plus my armor class is 11, you said, so.
No, what I'm saying is they'll roll on a d20 against your armor class, which is 11. So it's a 14, so it's going to hit you. So roll a d6 against your...
fucking bitch! 6.
Okay, so you take 6 damage.
That's fine. Whatever, I can take it.
I don't care. All right, whose turn is it?
Probably my turn at this point.
Oh, yeah, I think it is your turn, Sir Robert. What are you going to do in retaliation?
Dude, fire that cannon. I don't give a shit. I don't care who dies. Fire it.
All right, load the cannon. And you'll fire at advantage. You're sitting right over him. You'd have to be a total blow-ass not to hit him.
I have a captain's horn ability that allows me to, like, strengthen my troops.
Okay, yeah, so we'll give you advantage for this roll. So roll 2. You're still going to have your -3 as you are taking, points on this shot, but we'll do a dex, minus dex, but you take the better of 2 rolls.
Take the better of 2d20?
Yeah, and you're going against an 11 on these guys.
Got 9. Does that include my strength too?
No.
Okay.
I see blast off another round with this cannon. It just goes nowhere, basically.
Dude.
And we're down to like 9 shots on this cannon. All right. And
it's a 5. It's a 5. God damn it.
And I'm gonna give that guy a bow shot, and so roll for him against this frog. 15.
13.
13. Okay, he shoots, but it misses the frog. Okay. This frog now am I skipping anybody here?
I don't know.
Did Ayla go?
You guys gotta help me keep track here.
Yeah, I did go.
Okay, so it's
I hit a mudman with a piece of iron. Didn't do shit.
It's the snake and frog's turn. So one of these snakes is going to come over here, and it's going to start to wrap around the legs of the horse, and it's this gigantic snake, and it's going to make an attack on this horse and try to. Jake, you're going to roll for me. Roll an attack on this horse. We'll give this horse an 11 AC, and you're going to have this snake rolling. What's that?
I crit failed.
You crit failed.
I rolled a 1.
So the snake goes up there and rolls to confirm crit fail.
18 on the second roll.
All right, so the snake goes to entangle the legs of your beast there, and the horse kind of kicks it away. It doesn't entangle it. And the other snake here is going to move and climb up the wall towards Alig. And Alig is suddenly this gigantic fanged snake thing comes up the wall and is going to take a bite at you, Alig. Okay. So roll on a d20 plus 4 against you, whatever your armor class is.
I got a 15 armor class. Let's see. I rolled a 19.
Okay, so this thing bites you on the arm, and go ahead and do a d10 of damage.
That's a 2.
Okay, so it bites you on the arm, and it sinks its teeth into your arm for 2 damage.
Okay.
And then as this thing's biting your arm, you see all of a sudden go sailing over your head. Whoom, one of these frogs just jumps clear over the fence and lands in the inner perimeter here. And you see it, like as it goes over and lands, it shoots out its tongue and it rips the spear out of the arms of this spearman back here. Boing. And he's all of a sudden disarmed and screaming. And at the same time here, this frog jumps up onto this crate here, and it's going to attempt to shoot out its tongue and pull your hammer out of your hands there, Sir Robert.
You cocksucking frog bitch.
So give it a roll with a +2 against your armor class here.
Armor class, which is 11. Okay.
Yeah.
10 plus 2 is 12.
All right, so it attaches to your hammer and starts to pull the hammer out of your hands. And I'm going to make a roll, and you make a strength roll. I'm going to make a strength-based check, and you roll. Tell me what you get.
All right. Ooh, 22.
Okay, so this thing does not manage to pull your hammer out. Instead, you pull back, and the frog goes kind of tumbling over the side there and lands on its feet back there.
Tumbling.
All right, so whose turn is it now?
I don't know.
Mine, maybe?
I think it's Fletch's turn.
Is it my turn?
Fletch, these guys are coming in.
So give him a second.
Guys are coming in around you. You got mudmen on your tail, dude.
All right. The gate's still closed, correct? They didn't open it?
Nobody's opened it yet.
Can I drop the box then and fire an arrow or something, or?
Yeah. So you drop the box near the horse and you turn around in your seat and you loose a couple arrows into this throng that's coming behind you.
All right. Do I take any penalties to that, or is that just my dex then?
Oh yeah, you're good. Your regular attack dex.
All right. A 9 and 15.
All right, 15 hits this guy in the front. Roll for damage.
9.
All right, 9. You hit him and thunk, he goes down. Arrow right between the eyes.
Fuck you,
And,
bastards!
You can have another free action to shout something or do a movement.
Open the fucking gate, you assholes!
I got the box here, assholes. All right. I think that makes it Aelik's turn, right?
Okay. Let's see. I want to move, kind of make my way down towards the gate.
You got a snake in your arm there, Aelik.
You got a snake in
Okay.
your boots.
I got a snake in my boot. Let's see. So I have those explosive sticks, right?
Explosium rods? Yeah.
Explosive rods.
Oh, I forgot all about those shits.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I know how to like activate them and everything, or?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, you're part of the building crew. You know that it just takes a heavy percussion to activate one of these explosium rods. A lot of times they're just thrown into a pit, or they have a like a priming, rod that's somebody will fire an arrow into them or something.
Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna throw one down behind me at the frog.
Okay. So turning with a snake biting one arm, you turn around this frog. You're going to take a disadvantage since you're being currently bitten by the snake, but I'll give you 2 rolls. You take the lesser of 1 roll, add whatever your relevant modifier is, and you're throwing an explosium rod at this thing here.
All right. I got a 19 and a 16.
All right. You turn around and you throw with a 16. You throw an explosium rod straight at this frog, and you hit it, and as it hits, it just explodes. And go ahead and roll 3d6 damage.
Okay. 2, 1, 2. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. So you boom this thing, and it blows it backwards against the crystal here, and it kind of knocks over this crystal. And then the frog is kind of belly up right here, but like kind of wriggling around. It rights itself. It's got a big scorch mark on one side. And this guy also took a little bit of damage, and he got knocked up against the thing here. Boom. So there's kind of this big heap of explosium aftermath down there.
Exactly what I was looking for.
All right. And so this guy, he comes forward here. He's going to try to climb up here, and he's going to try to help you pull this snake off of your arm. And I'm going to go ahead and have him roll Fergus on the D20. Let me know how it turns out.
16.
All right, so he manages to wrench this thing off of your arm, and then he's kind of he's got it in his hands now, and he's kind of holding it at bay as it wriggles around, and it whips its tail around, and it's kind of causing quite a ruckus there, basically. So Robert, it's your turn.
Oh! Well, that cannon doesn't really work too well, but the explosium rods, however, do. So I'm the guy with the hammer right there. We got that frog right behind us. I'm gonna grab one of those rods and try to shove it up its asshole and blow it up.
I don't think you have any of those rods. I think they're over with.
Oh shit! God damn it!
What's up, dog? Yeah. I got 5 rods over here.
I'm gonna turn that cannon around and blast that frog right in the face.
Yeah, this
all right, roll it at advantage once more.
Quite a bit of shit about to explode.
With your heavy disadvantage as well, but yeah.
So what am I rolling against again?
So you'll roll 2 d20s, and you'll give me the lesser number. You're going to get a -3 because of your dexterity, but you're going to take the better of the 2 rolls.
Better. 16 and 9.
All right, so you fire out of this cannon. It just goes nowhere in particular once more.
The lesser roll? Why not the better?
The lesser roll. Oh, you take advantage. That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you fire off this thing, and it blasts over the frog, and it's going to deal some damage to the frog. It's not going to hit for full. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
Why didn't 2d6? Huh?
2d6 is what the cannon does.
So 6.
6 damage.
And 6, yeah.
Full damage, double damage. Okay, so you do 12 damage to this frog, and you give it a good smack, and you can tell it's barely up. It's majorly wounded. It's got a big spurting artery on one side, and it's covered in this just like sticky sap all around. It's this big like thick red paste all over its back, in addition to mixing with the blood on its back.
Interesting.
Okay, and whose turn is it here? I think that would make it Fletch's turn. And Fletch, you got guys coming up on your ass here, and no one's opening the gate for you. So they just send forward.
I forgot about that.
I tried, but then I had a snake in my boot.
You fuckers.
So they come forward. Three of these guys are going to make attacks on you. So that's 3 attacks on you I'm going to make right now.
All right.
That's going to be 1 possible crit and 1 hit and 1 miss. So rolling to confirm the crit, not a crit, but 2 hits. So Jake, roll 2d6 damage on you.
Oh God, that's 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, what are you at?
I am at 5 now.
All right, so Jake's getting boned by mudmen here in the corner. They're all fighting on top of the corpses of other crispy burnt mudmen. And Fletch, it's your turn.
After being hit, I'm gonna fire some arrows and yell at these fuckers to open up the gate once again because they're locking me out. But I guess I'll take 2 attacks on the mudmen. That's a 15 and a 12.
Okay, that's 2 hits. Roll your damage.
5 or 6 and 6.
6 and 6. Okay, so you lose 2 more arrows and 2 more mudmen go down. There's now 1 guy standing right in front of you with some kind of primitive hatchet, and then 2 guys flanking you with rocks. And
all right.
Now these 2 guys, they come up to the wall and they're going to start climbing this wall over here. And meanwhile, this snake regroups and he's going to try to strangulate this guy on the wall there. And I'm going to roll that attack. And this guy's still kind of struggling, fighting the snake. This other snake, what happened to this snake? Did someone? I feel like I just forgot about this snake.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, he tried to bite the horse and failed. I
Oh, that's
think.
right. Okay, so this snake crawls up this wall and over the other side, and he is going to take a bite at you, Sir Robert. Okay, that's an 18. So I'm going to roll a d10 for damage. That's 5 damage against Sir Robert as this snake
Oh shit.
wraps around you and starts squeezing the life out of you.
I now have 0 health.
All right, and as he's squeezing you, the lights go out a little bit. things get and the other guy along there, he's going to try to help you. He's going to attack the snake, and yeah, he's going to hit the snake.
Nice.
So he's going to roll some. He's trying to defend you here.
Good news.
And he rolls full damage, so he gives a good cut into the snake, and the snake is bleeding. He's starting to cut you out there.
Good.
Got your back.
Good.
But
Good man.
and this guy's coming up. This guy also comes up. This guy that did such a poor job and crit failed on the cannon again. He's going to try to fire an arrow up at the snake, and he does hit for another 3 damage. So he nails this snake right in the head somewhere. The snake goes limp and falls off as Sir Robert falls into a pile off of the parapet here. Boom, along with the snake as it tumbles down.
Okay. So I'm outside of the fort now? Or behind
You're inside the fort, yeah.
Okay.
But you're like unconscious.
Gotcha.
You're like you're barely awake. You have to stabilize to like remain upright. Okay. I think it's Aelig's turn here.
Okay. So the snake is no longer on me, but it's on that archer guy.
It's on the other guy.
All right.
And there's a mudman right below you there.
Okay. And the gate is still closed.
Correct.
My bad,
All right.
dude. I'm unconscious.
I'm gonna jump off behind me and try and make a jump attack or like a grapple.
Against
Actually, let me stay up there. Let me try and grapple the snake that's near me.
All right, sure. So go ahead and attack the snake. You'll be at an advantage. It's occupied.
Okay. Let's see. What do I add? Like a dex?
Yeah, do 2 d20s and you can use your strength.
7. I got a 10.
All right, so you're wrestling with the snake and you don't really get much of anywhere with it.
God damn it.
All right, Fletch, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Mudman.
What's the round? There's one Mudman.
There's 2 mudmen right nearby you.
Well, I guess I'm gonna shoot 2 more arrows to try to take out the last 2 Mudmen. That is an 11 and a 16.
All right, they both hit. Roll your damage.
Both hit or just one? Both
Yeah,
hit?
they both hit.
Right.
11 makes it.
Max damage
beat
on.
it.
Oh yeah, max damage on the first one, so 10, and then 8.
Okay, so you fire 2 arrows and knock these last 2 guys that are in your threat zone down, and wipe your brow. Close call on that one.
Yeah.
And with that, all of a sudden, behind you guys, Alig, you feel a tug as a tongue shoots out at you from this frog here. The tongue grab. You feel your feet lift off the ground as you come rushing towards this frog thing, and all of a sudden you feel yourself kind of caught in this sticky, wet mouth of this big frog, and you feel this weird kind of like these little nubby teeth kind of grinding on your skin, kind of grating you more than biting you, and roll a Constitution check.
Ooh, 21.
Nice.
Okay. You, as you feel this thing sucking on you and grating on your skin, and you feel its strange sticky venom kind of go on you, you briefly feel an extreme bodily tingling, but you manage to kind of shrug it off, and you kind of roll out from the mouth of the frog here and stand up.
Cool.
Nice.
And then you stand up just in time to see a rock come over the side and knock this guy in the head, and he tumbles off backwards, and this little thing's kind of down as a mudman kind of breaches the wall here.
I'm gonna briefly pretend to be concerned about someone that's not me.
And
dude, that guy, dude, that was my bro.
oh, what? No. All right, so Robert, why don't you roll to stabilize Constitution here?
Okay. All right. 12.
You stabilize, and one of your men, he's rushed down here. He starts dragging you off towards the crystal, and this guy is locked in, engaged with the. You can see as you're getting dragged. This other guy is like wrestling with this frog. You can tell that the frog's like been attacking him, and he's like looks like he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He looks like he's half out of his mind. He's like screaming and like laughing some and like sweating. He's like obviously been like poisoned by this frog.
Okay. Hallucinogenic frogs.
And who's next here? I think that'll make it Fletch.
Is there anyone outside the wall?
There's a mudman climbing up that wall over there, and that's the only.
Right.
Oh, there's another one that's climbing the wall over here as well.
All right. I'm gonna yell once again, like, Hey, why don't you guys open the gate so I can help you in there? Sounds like you're struggling.
I'm incapacitated, bro.
At this point, you can try to just like climb the wall, like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see you guys. I'm just kind of stuck out here. And then I guess I can shoot. Can I do like attack both direction or just one?
Yeah, we'll give you an attack both directions. We'll give you one attack at a disadvantage.
Okay. So the first attack, I got a 7. And then the one at a disadvantage, is that just the lowest of 2d20 then?
Yeah, so we'll just say you failed this attack. Go ahead and roll the other one at a non-disadvantage.
Okay.
Just a regular.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. And that one's a 10.
And that one's a 10. Okay, so you fire a couple quick shots, but they don't hit their mark. And play moves on here to these guys continue to struggle with each other, this frog and this dude, and this dude eventually goes down here, and this frog's just on top of him, just kind of like sucking his head, like wah, 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 wah. And you get pulled over here to the crystal, and this guy's working to right the crystal back on its stand here. And as he gets it in place, go ahead and heal D4 damage there, Sir Robert.
3.
All right, so you're up to 3.
Nice.
And Alec.
Mm-hmm. All right. Can I get a wider view of what's going on here a little bit?
Yes. Sorry. Let's try that on for size.
All right. I'm gonna go for another. Let's see. I'm down there now, huh?
Yeah, you got sucked out by the frog.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let me try and grapple the frog.
All right, so we're just going to do opposed strength rolls here. I'm going to give him a +2 strength. So he's a 12.
13.
All right, so you beat him. You're now you're grappling the frog.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll damage as if it was your regular weapon here.
Okay. So D4. Or?
I think you were doing what were you doing with your club? Have you attacked with your club?
Well, I was initially doing D4, and then you have me roll a D6.
I think it's going to be at least a D10 to go with your club here.
All right. I got a 4.
All right, so you club that frog on the head, and as it's as you're holding it, kind of pinned there. But I'm going to have you roll a Constitution check again.
Okay. 13, 15.
All right. So your body clearly is rejecting the toxicity of this painted giant toad thing, and you continue to squeeze the frog and club it on the head. And
Okay.
you do so until you eventually hear a kind of a jelly crack, and the frog goes limp in your arms there, and you toss it aside.
Wait, can I hold on to it?
Yeah, you can hold on to it.
All right. Cool.
So you got this big limp frog in your hands, and this guy's going to take a throw at you. He's going to throw a rock at you, this guy up on the parapet here.
All right.
And go ahead and roll for me.
Let's see. A 13.
What's your AC? I don't think he hits you.
My AC's 15.
All right, so he throws a rock, but it misses. You managed to use the frog corpse to kind of as a shield to bounce this thing off.
Now I've got that ability to just like randomly wield some kind of.
You got to throw anything. I say you throw the frog at him next chance you get.
Yeah, I had to throw that frog.
All right, so Fletch. Fletch, it's your turn.
Fletch?
Oh, what was that? Oh, I thought other people were still going. I guess I'll shoot the people outside the wall. There's the one on the ground and then one up on the other side, right?
Yeah, he's climbed up on the parapet here. You see him as he goes up over the wall. You can take an attack on him if you like.
All right, yeah, I'll attack him. 15.
Okay, you hit.
And that's 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, yeah, as that guy's climbing over the wall, you hit him in the back, and he goes over. Boom. He's toast.
All right. And then can I move at all? Can I like try to climb up where he climbed up, or?
Yeah, so you can move over to the bottom of the wall, and then next turn you'll be able to take a climb.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so Robert, you heal another D4.
Another D4?
Yeah.
Just
You
one.
boy.
Just one. So I'm at 4 now.
And you see up on the wall there's a dude here, and then there's another guy who there's 2 little mudmen up here on the wall.
2 mudmen. Okay, I see him. Is anybody by Fergus's character?
There's no, he's just got a dead frog in his hands.
Okay. That sounds about right.
Dead frog.
Well, let's fucking take these mudmen out. I'm gonna attack those 2 guys, or one of the 2 guys closest to me.
Okay.
Warhammer.
All right, so we'll say that, I mean, they're up here on the parapet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll say that you can get to the parapet, and yeah.
My hammer's
you rush up.
So
you rush up the parapet, and you can take a smack on one of these guys.
16.
All right, 16 hits. Roll your damage.
Oh shit! Just 6.
All right, so you smack this guy. The rock drops to the ground. And he goes flying off the side of that wall.
Ah.
All right, and this guy, seeing that he's pretty well fucked, he go ahead and he's going to take a throw against you there, Sir Robert.
How dare you!
And I think that he does not hit you.
I'm gonna bat that thing back at him.
You smack it back in his direction. And Aelig, it's your turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna throw the frog at the guy underneath the hold on. I can't really see what's going on.
Yeah, I had to do a camera battery swap here real quick. But go ahead, describing what you're gonna do.
I was gonna throw the frog at the guy.
Right. That's what I figured. All right, so go ahead and throw with your dex bonus, and you're rolling against a 11 for that guy.
Got a 16, 19.
Okay, 19. So you throw this big dead frog corpse. It hits this guy and kind of wraps around him, and you can hear his screams of terror as the venom starts to work its strange magic on him. And he stumbles over the back of the parapet there and presumably falls to his doom.
I'm going to presume that he pooped his pants.
Presumably poops his pants. Hold on. I got
Dude,
to.
what's up with your cam here, bro?
Just a second. I'm replacing the bat. I gotta reveal here real quick. Oh, this battery might be dead as well. This battery might be dead as well. Hold on, I got another. Shit's falling apart here. Alright, just a second. Got the last shot of the night here. And does that have some juice? Nothing? Okay. Gotta switch to alt cam. Alt cam girls. Cam girls.
Alt right here.
That's probably a thing.
Probably is.
What's that? Cam girls?
Fergus said alt-right cam girls.
Ultralight, ultra right. Cam girls every night. Huh. That's weird. It's one of my cameras is like burnt out apparently. All right, well, I guess to finish the milieu here, all of your enemies lie wasted before you. Hey, take it easy for a second here. What's going on? Let me turn on my integrated webcam. Exit. Come on, you son of a bitch. Exit. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so your enemies laid waste before you, these monsters, you know, things seem back in control, and Aleg, you go up to the parapet to retrieve your dead frog carcass, and looking out over the battlefield, you see off in the distance another little group of mudmen is huddled there, and there's a second cage, and the cage swings open, and I'll end the session there for tonight.
Oh my
More
God.
fucking mudmen? Damn it.
Fucking shit, man.
More mudmen, and they're packing some other kind of beast in a much bigger cage.
Shit skin.
A bigger
Do these-
cage.
Do these mudmen basically look like the guys from Zardoz?
Zardoz, yeah, I'd say so.
That's the way I was thinking. That's how I was picturing them.
You texted me a picture of what the mudmen looked like. It's like a preview. Is that from Zardoz? Where's that from?
No, this is from these people called the Mudmen of Papua New Guinea. This is like a real tribe that does this stuff. I'm not trying to be culturally insensitive when I draw all the parallels.
A little bit.
It is a little bit. It's kind of inevitable.
The Mudmen of Papua New Guinea. They would ask me why I had so much cargo.
Why do you have so much
white
mud?
men
We have so
much cargo.
Your mud is lighter than our mud.
Neil Diamond, sell us diamonds.
That could have been a really pretty smooth session if there hadn't been just so many technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I think with the right tech and with the right connection,
it's
it's got potential, but it's tough to navigate all this shit. I'm mostly working against the tech here. I gotta take some pictures so I know where I'm at next time here. I mean, it's okay doing the like one-handed setup, but it's more fun to have the fixed cams and just like moving it time to time. Better for me, anyway.
I do like the overall fixed cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's nice to be able to like see a close-up when it's relevant, but then there should always be like a larger view that you can reference. You know?
Yeah.
I agree.
Ah.
But yeah, that was sick, dude. The models and everything are off the hook.
Thanks, man. Well, I've easily got material for at least one more session, so if I can manage to wrangle things again, maybe we'll do it 2 weeks from now. You guys up to play?
That sounds good.
Yeah, man. This was awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
I kind of had to rush the snake and toxic frog session a little bit, but it seemed appropriate.
Yeah.
To kind of speed things along a little bit. There's but the whole treadwheel crane puzzle came together pretty satisfyingly for me, having not been able to, obviously the mechanics are pretty fly by the seat of my pants for this thing, but I think I had a fun time.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
I think you spent more time on it than we did for prep work.
Yeah, well, obviously.
It's true.
But
that's how it works.
Yeah.
And now,
Serenade us.
The mandolin. Oh, volume's gone.
And the sound's gone.
And
At the exact moment.
Still gone. Still nothing.
There we go.
oh, he's back.
There it is. There it is.
Nice. It's good finger paint.
This is a new pattern that I'm working on. I've got this one new song. I did an open mic the other night and did this song. I've gotten a cut. You guys know that song by Adele, "Someone Like You"?
Yeah.
I don't know that I recognize that one.
I've been doing a cover of that song. It's a pretty cool cover. I do enjoy it. I'll do just a bit of it here. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I heard that you settled down, that you found someone and you're married now. I heard all your dreams came true. Guess he gave you things that I couldn't give to you. Old friend, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. Hate to show up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I'd hoped you'd see my face and you'd be reminded, for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Two dudes, don't forget me. Remember you said sometimes it lasts in love and sometimes it hurts instead. Anyways, you get the idea.
Obviously, I know that song. Yeah,
It's a better version of it for sure.
Much better than the actual version, honestly.
Oh man, it's getting. I know it's late there, but it feels late here, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for playing. It was fun.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Dude, thanks for putting it on. It was a blast.
Appreciate you guys coming. It's fun. I only wish that I didn't have to do all this stuff through camera. I wish we could just play. It'd be a lot better.
Yeah, it would be.
Tough, so.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right. Well, take it easy, guys.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.